Hey.
What did we do to the countdown music?
I know. It's atrocious. I'm not a fan of the new countdown music.
Yeah, not liking the new countdown music.
We're gonna have to make our own, guys, because that is atrocious.
It is bad. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Show Me Your Halls. I am joined by Comic Dude, of course, Marvel Comics, and Nia Hero. How are you guys this evening? Dude, what's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. The comic collecting has slowed down a bit. Although I do have a show coming up June 21st for anyone in the Ottawa area, Ottawa Valley. There's going to be a show in Ottawa's West End in Canada, Geek Horde Hall by Fandom Forge Events. So if you guys are in the area, definitely check it out. I'm going to be set up there as a seller. Other than that, man, just on the road, working. Just there's nothing out there right now. There's nothing out there. At least where I'm going. I got to make my way down to Belleville. I got to hit up Hero. I got to go see Marvel. But other than that, everywhere I seem to go, there's no fucking comics that I need.
Okay. All right, Marvel, what are you up to? What are you up to this summer?
Just my typical summer. I've just been kind of hanging out, doing whatever. I'm coming off the end of like 2 weeks of vacation, birthday, holidays, stuff like that. I have to go off again, so yeah, I'm enjoying it, stuff like that. I've actually picked up like quite a bit of stuff with for comic stuff. I met up with Comical Romy last Saturday actually, and we picked up some really good stuff that I wasn't expecting to find. So yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Did I hear correctly that you guys went to 7 different comic shops in one day?
Nice.
It was it depends on how you view it. I mean, you've been to like the BMV, like near Eaton Center, so I'm like, it's kind of comics, but like it's not a whole lot.
It's comics. That's comics. It's got short boxes.
All right, then it was 7. You know what? We'll count them.
Damn.
We had like a full day. Like I left here like 6 o'clock in the morning. Got there for like the shop that we go to like right near like 10 o'clock in the morning, and just had a whole day. And yeah, even stopped for lunch, like hour and a bit, and we powered through it. Like it was a day.
That's awesome.
Worth it in the end. So you know what? I'm happy with our finds. It was worth it.
Right.
All right, Paul, how are you?
I am doing good. Just getting books ready for next week, and man, I'm just fucking so far behind. I had my bags and boards arrived today. Like I was.
Oh shit!
So it's like.
Yeah.
My wife that I would try and get home today because last week I didn't leave here till 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So, yeah, the choice of being self-employed, right? But next week is gonna be a big week. At least not necessarily for like individual collectors and stuff, but I think I have about 1,000 books coming in total between I see Lunar. Wow. Penguin Random House and whatever is left of Cubic Zirconia.
Wow.
All
right.
So, well, before we jump into it, let's go ahead and say
good hello. Stuff coming out next week.
My bad. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and say hello to the chat before we jump into it. I see we've got, as always, first comment in there, Mr. Michael Baker. What's going on? Friday Night Halls does sound like a show on HGTV, right?
You love it. Exactly.
And look at this, Paul pulling double duty.
Well, nobody was backstage, so I had to say hi to Baker.
That's fair.
Can't blame me.
You know us, King, because we're always running late, man.
We've got Pacino.
Hey.
And he's wanting to know from Marvel, did you go to Nowhere?
I wanted to, but it's so far out of the way that I'm like, even I wouldn't do that. It's like a solid like half an hour to where we want to go, but I do have stuff that I want to pick up from there, so it might have to happen on another day.
Oh, there we
go.
Guys.
Yeah. I just saw Sheik's comment, and I'm like, oh shit, there's somebody else backstage. I had to scroll down. I didn't even fucking realize.
Right? Yeah, it's down on the second row.
It's good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good to see everybody. How's everyone doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, we got Baker looking at the belt on the wall. So of course, we got to show that off.
Hell yeah.
All right. So We're gonna go ahead and jump into this. I believe I'm gonna go ahead and start it off.
Yeah, start her off. Here, let me.
All right.
There we go.
Got me on a big string. All right, so we'll go ahead and start it off. And we just moved and everything like that. Just had free comic book day, so we've got a new comic shop near us that we had to find, so that we could obviously have a local comic shop to go to. And one of the things that I found out about this shop is that it's going to cost me even more money because, as I've mentioned on the show numerous times, my girlfriend is a huge fan of Zenescope comics, and they're a Zenescope store. So yeah, she managed to find some more stuff. We got some prints here for the first 50 people for free comic book day.
Nice.
Nice.
Right? Pretty good. And of course, they gave us a little trading cards to go with them.
Hey, there you go.
A little shiny. Right. And this is an exclusive that's limited to 750. I'm not sure if he wants to be Green Arrow or Green Lantern, but whatever. One of
It's
the
also
two.
giving like Phoenix a little bit, or like
Yeah, right? Yeah, it kind of got the vibe.
Well, there's like
Kind of cool. I kind of dig it.
I kind of dig it too.
You have no idea who he is or anything like that, but
well, there's a Cobra on his chest.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And we got a little convention exclusive. by
Baker
Greg.
says Zenoscope is the shit. She has great taste.
Right? Yeah, they are pretty good covers. Can't blame her there. All right, let's see. Oh, we found some kind of cool ash cans that they were giving away.
Ooh, there you
Comic
go.
Book Day.
It's pretty cool.
What else do we got here?
Oh,
This one's kinda cool because, We actually just got on this series. They're including a trading card with these, which is kind of neat. So,
All right.
yeah, we decided to jump on that one.
What is it? Issue number 2 had the Hulk homage to it.
Yeah.
The Hulk 340. Yeah.
Yep.
He looks weird with a beard.
Yeah, the Spears Captain Planet ash can. Pretty cool. I wasn't really a huge fan of Captain Planet when I was, a kid getting into cartoons and everything like that, but it was all right, I guess. Let's see. Oh, Baker, we got one for you. We found an earlier Spears cover from King Spawn.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Just came across that. And some more Spears goodness on Vampirella.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Of course, we got some Prison. Always got to have the Prison. Oh, yeah. Nice Mikado anniversary variant.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Mikado carried on that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go. Lady.
Hey, there you go.
Cybernetic Lady Death, something like that.
She's got the Infinity Gauntlet on, or what?
Right? Something like that. Here we go. How to steal an election. A little bit politically relevant, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it came out last year, just before in October, I think.
Right. I think we just found that. Yeah, new store. So this is one that she's like into Pinup Apocalypse, whatever it is.
Nice.
Shit.
Yeah,
All right.
awesome.
And of course, the homage cover. This one's fantastic.
Ooh,
And this is one of
Dead.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I finally got a copy of the Marvel Galactus, the
Nice.
Rival.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a
I got that
sweet
one.
cover.
I was a little behind on this one. I missed it on FOC, so
That's fair.
I think we got
At
like
least
2 or
we
3
got
copies now. Storm Cowgirl.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Can't go wrong with some Nakayama.
Yeah, and that kind of stuff is awesome.
Wow.
I got on these a little late too. There's some die cuts for the G.I. Joe series.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, those are pretty good. And the gold 97th print of Transformers #1, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, that cover sold out pretty quick when it released.
Yeah, getting close to that. I think they're like 15 prints, something like that now.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Are you talking about that cover or the original?
No, that specific, like the gold title Starscream
Oh, did it?
version. Yeah, it sold out like really fast after it
Yep.
released.
I mean, yeah, it's Starscream, so I had to, grab it.
Oh,
As soon as
of
I saw
course,
it on the pre-order. Batman, some long
Ooh,
Halloween.
nice.
Last Halloween?
Long ass title. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right. And the Art Adams for it, because for some reason it did not get in on my FOC, which is, I don't know how the hell that happened.
That
That's
cover is
basically-
super underrated, man. That Joker cover.
I know
is
that's
so
like,
good.
that's like a wall cover for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I love this one too. Another homage.
Oh yeah. Love that cover.
Nice. Yeah. that's
I
really
love that
cool.
they use the right title logo as well from the 80s.
Right?
It makes it so much better.
Green Lantern 18, Joe Mulligan. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name, but she's an awesome new character for the Green Lantern series. I like what they've done with her. Some Cho Catwoman.
Nice.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, okay. So we had to grab the new Superman costume, the Arctic Assault, the white one. It's actually pretty dope. I don't hate it.
Yeah, my friend
it's-
actually created that costume. Like that.
Really,
for
I
the comic.
like it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not something I would want him to use like all the time, obviously, or anything. But like breaking it out
Yeah.
every now and then, like it's pretty cool. I like the
Yeah.
colors.
I agree. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Fire and Ice,
Yeah.
some more knocking
Dude.
on good.
That cover is amazing. And you know what? There's an ice version of that cover, and it's actually very hard to find because it's the final issue of Human Target, which nobody was buying at that point, and it's a variant of that issue. So because Fire and Ice, they got to be together. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying that. Yeah.
So
But they never
yeah,
did
I'm gonna
that.
have to talk to you then and get that information because she's gonna want to get that. I'm sure.
It's over
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
And of course the what is it? Uno reverse card.
Yeah,
Nice.
Thought this was dope.
amazing.
Yeah,
Such a good cover.
right. Especially because of what they're doing in the series, how they're switching up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
power.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so this was one of the blind bags that we got. I think this is the like 1 in 10 or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, cool. This is one of the ones we opened, so. Oh, here you go, Sheik. This is it's getting warm out, of course, so
Oh,
we're getting
yeah.
more towards the sports time and stuff like that. So of
Yeah.
course, that's
I love that
cool.
cover. Yeah, I'm so bummed
Let's
about that
go.
series. They stealth canceled it, bro. They just like done. It's the longest running comic as well. That is the
Right?
longest
Yeah.
running comic book right now from the big two. Yeah.
That's crazy. These are some older comics that I don't know how I ever missed them. but
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
yeah, we found them at our new store in some back issue bins. So of course we had to grab them. Joker and Daffy, and we grabbed Harley and Gossamer.
Awesome.
And of course, you got to get Catwoman and Tweety,
Oh, the Darwin Cook. Yeah, that's such an underrated cover, actually.
right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. And you guys, you know that I'm a huge fan of wrestling, so of course I had to search through their WWE comics and find the
Oh.
Red homage,
Oh.
right? Can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah, no. That's nice. Take that. Phil.
Phil's Treehouse.
Hold on.
What's going on? got another homage, but of a different sort.
There you go.
This
That's
is
pretty
the
sweet.
Bailey Olin World War II sort of homage.
Rosie.
And this one was kind of interesting. I actually had to like do some research on this to find out what it was. And here I come to find out this is actually the only issue on the series this is the only one that was a pre-order variant. So you had to pre-order to get it, but it was on the last fucking issue of the series.
Weird.
That's the only time that they did it, on the last issue. So kind of
Wow.
weird. Because it was one that I hadn't seen very much, so I had to figure out. I was like, "What is this thing?" You know. And sticking with the theme, we got some fight poster comics.
Ooh, nice.
The creepy
Oh, yeah.
fight poster,
That's sweet.
and some that we again just picked up from the new LCS. Some more fight posters. Civil War.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
I'm gonna have to try and get the whole run of these, of course. Medusa
Nice.
taking on Jane
That's
Foster
sweet.
Thor,
That's really sweet. I love the text being in her hair.
right?
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's a show cover, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Looks
Good.
like
And we've got Hawkeye taking on the Hulk, which makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Did
If
you
you're
buy
gonna
those
pick
Godzilla
anyone,
ones?
pick on the Hulk. What's that
On the
one?
Hulk side.
Did you buy
Yeah,
the
right.
Godzilla poster ones? I was tempted
Yes.
to. I'm like, damn it.
Yep, I've gotten all of them so far. So
Ooh, all right.
little Golden Books, Krusty Comics action,
Love it. That's awesome.
right?
oh,
That's
I love
awesome.
that.
Oh yeah.
To go,
Yeah.
to go with all the various Simpsons series we've got going on. We're fans of the Simpsons, of course. So
Oh, of course. Yeah.
uh,
I was like, nobody been to this shop. Like, these are good finds. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this shop, like this shop is insane. The amount of comics it has in it. There's just like stacks and stacks of like
Wow.
long box type drawer things. It's just insane. There's
Oh
so many
yeah,
comics.
I like that a lot. Sweet. This is like I swear he ripped the Hellfire Gala off.
Yeah, it's what it looks like. It really does.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me Hellfire Gala Supergirl." Oh yeah, that one's awesome.
Of course, the Lozano. That one was
yes.
fucking some heat. And so this one was kind of interesting. We found this one at a dollar store or something like that.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't even know what one to get, but they had some comics there, and yeah, sure enough, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Take it.
Crazy.
Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by.
Some more Supergirl goodness.
Oh, nice. The variant.
This is from the actual series. Course number 2. It sounds like I guess they're gonna do something live action that's gonna kind of be themed off of this series, whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's the rumor, anyways.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, they
I mean,
posted a picture of Millie Alcock too, who's playing Supergirl, reading
Yeah,
that issue 1 as well. So
right.
there's a lot of speculation surrounding the
Yeah.
story.
I mean, it makes sense. It was a good story too. They didn't violate the cardinal rule of having Tom King write comics, which is don't go past 12 issues. All right, let's see what else we got. All right. Prison for Lucky Devils. We picked this up for another reason, of course, because we had to get the glitter trap for it, of course.
Dude, that cover is amazing.
That's
the
wild.
It's his
And
cat.
I
It's his actual cat, bro.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
found out that there's a glitter trap cover for curse words from back in the day, so now I'm gonna have to go back and get that one to go with the other 2 that I've got. So
Amazing.
I'm okay with it though.
Jeff.
Dude, did you ever start curse words yet?
What's that?
Dude?
Oh yeah, I do.
How about that far down?
Uh-uh.
Shit. Are you liking it? Is it good?
Nice.
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
What a
Carl.
ride so far, though, eh?
All right. Got some Grimm's fairy tales, Alice in Wonderland there.
All right.
Red Agent, Paul Green cover. They have some fantastic artists on these Xenoscope covers that just. Who knows this? Jesus. Goblin, whatever. This is fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype over that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Is that a real cover or is that like a cosplay
That
cover?
is a real cover.
That
That's
is
like
real.
that is not a photo.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was going up in the
Could have fooled me.
Seriously. Another legend.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh,
The big
and
one.
of course, my favorite because this is the Philly Championship cover
Nice.
That's
from Keystone. Yeah, from Keystone Comic Con,
nice.
celebrating the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl win, 2017.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that's what we got for you this evening.
That's
Awesome.
a fucking haul, man.
Right? It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Like we're making out pretty good with the new store, so I can't complain.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to take me off the big screen, and I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off for a second so I can get out of this costume here. Because it's very warm.
Yeah.
And let's see, who's going next? What are the options here?
Who do you want to go next? You get to decide. Dealer's choice.
Yes, John Royal is one of the best Xenoscope artists. Let's see. How about? Well, I know Paul, you're always kind of a little bit time limited, so we'll go ahead and.
Actually, if I go after this one, I can get this stuff together because I've been
Oh, okay.
working on it. So I'll go next. I'll go after whoever goes next.
All right. Let's see. We'll go with Sheik. How about you? You ready to go?
Yeah, I just need like literally one sec. So one sec.
Yeah, that's fine.
See, we got Derek in the house. What's going on?
Derek, what's going on? All right. So I saw there's I was talking to Marvell that there's an Akira homage on FOC this week for Barbarella #5, and apparently it's been on FOC a couple times now.
Yeah, I remember Paul showed me that actually. So I'm like, order it. And then I completely forgot about it. I saw it again. I'm like, oh, right, this book. So
Right. So we'll see if it comes out. But yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's one that most people don't look at because it's down there in Dynamite and everything like that. But
right.
those
Or
are
Dynamite,
some Akira homages.
with covers.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we got? Have any of you guys seen the Thunderbolts movie yet?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Can we quickly just address this?
Yeah,
Honestly-
let's go ahead and
Honestly, okay. I don't know how you guys felt. This is my personal opinion. Teach their own. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It made you care about characters that you maybe didn't care about before, that you didn't really have any, knowledge about. We got an inside look at everyone's lives, most of their lives. And that's where some of the downsides were. We got into U.S. Agent's life a bit. We got into Yelena's life. We got into Red Guardian's life. But we didn't get into, ghosts that much. And we definitely didn't get into Taskmaster.
Damn.
So that was a twist I was not expecting. I had a feeling Taskmaster wasn't going to stick around, but I didn't think it'd be one of their own.
right. But now, did you also see that there's early reports coming out from filming for Avengers Doomsday or whatever, and Olga Kurylenko is there as Taskmaster. So
Really?
yeah, yep. So I'm not sure if that's some kind of a swerve that they're doing, or she's gonna end up showing up in the movie. But yeah, they were showing pictures of her being like on set and everything like that.
That's weird.
Right?
Um,
All right.
But the one part, okay, all right. The little banter between Sentry and U.S. Agent was pretty funny. Like fuck off, Bob. Like stop it, Bob, and just shit like that. That was good. But the whole Care Bear power hug to save the world, that's just what cut. Like, come on, guys. don't get me wrong, the underlying themes and the stories about, feeling fulfilled in life and, addressing depression and all that, very powerful, very powerful.
So
But
so it's
The
basically.
Care Bear Power Hug was just like, come on, guys. Like, that's
I mean,
not how you wrap
is
it
it-
up in a nice bow.
Is it worse than Guardians of the Galaxy's Dance Off?
No, nothing beats that.
No, it's not. But it's down there, man. It's down there though.
So
Could
Paul
you
and I
explain
were talking, and I thought, well, how come they couldn't have done like they did in the comics, where Reed created a device that made everybody forget about him, and that's just kind of like the recurring loop that he remembers, he forgets, he forgets, he remembers. And he's like, they've already done that. I'm like, really? Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm like, they pretty
Yeah.
much done that. Like,
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
funny.
fair.
But you know what? It was so good that I forgot that they did it. So why couldn't they do it again? We have like lizard brain memories. Come on now.
Care Bear stare lost on, dude. Yeah.
Right.
But that was a
Right,
good
but
movie. I really want to see it again.
All right. So at least overall it was a success.
Overall, it was good. It made you care about the characters that you didn't really care about and didn't really belong at first. But it was a step in the right direction, in my
But you
opinion.
ain't seen the movie. Like it hasn't even. I think it's like just under 400 million. Like
Yeah.
I know nobody's watching it. Nobody's going out to see it.
Yeah, it's
They have
crazy.
bad openings.
But you know
Right.
what? And now we can say that just because the movie is a box office flop doesn't mean it can't be good. So
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Especially
I'll agree
Marvel
with that.
movie.
I'll agree.
All right. So you want to go ahead and throw Sheik up there on the big screen? Perfect.
All right, so I've
What do
actually
you got
gotten.
for us?
I've been picking up too much recently, and honestly,
Is there
Never a
my room-
problem.
No, but like in terms of being efficient at showing everything off, like I can't. Especially, there's a big con coming up, like they call it like a pure Comic Con. It's called East Coast Comic Book Expo. It's
shit.
here. Yeah, it's in Moncton.
I
going-
was just there, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's June 14, so in 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to vlog the whole thing for my YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna try to post like more on social media and everything. We'll see how it goes. Like I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. So I've been really kind of holding up on buying more recently because I want to save for there. Because the last time I went there was like, in my opinion, for me personally in Canada, probably the best shopping experience I ever had. I remember like the real win was I found a few books that were really good, cheap, but I found the first appearance Shadow of the Hedgehog newsstand
Oh, wow.
for $16, and I think I sold
Oh,
it for $400.
nice.
So yeah, it was nice. But yeah, so yeah, I've been picking up a lot of random shit. I haven't really been picking up only comics. I've been picking up comics, figures, cards, kind of everything in between. But one thing I'll show off real quick is the cards that I recently got into. I just found out about them like a week or two ago, so it's like I didn't even know these things existed really. But there's
cards.
these things- Yeah. From this company, Upper Deck, they made DC like annual cards. So they're literally like
Oh
just,
yeah, those
like,
are nice.
Oh, I see stuff like that all the time. Oh God, no.
They're quite
Yeah,
nice.
they're actually
They're
nice.
just like they're just cards with so these all the art on them. They're from actual comic books from that year,
Mhm.
2023, 2024. And some of them they have lines, so they have like a World's Finest line where they have all these like foil cards. They look really nice, and then like on the back they have like a little like some crap. But yeah, like even the box has like Bruno Redondo artwork from Nightwing 100 on it. And there's even like the chase packs have creator signed cards, and I looked at some of them. There's like Mark Waid and stuff like that. So, and then they also have original art on a card, like drawn by someone. So you get a sketch card, like literally one of one. So they're just really cool. I don't want to like grab all of mine because there's I have quite a few, but it's just a lot of fun. I never really thought I'd be into cards. I don't really have a goal. I just like the art. I guess like the only goal I have so far is some of the lines.
Collect
There's like
that.
a World's Finest line. Yeah, I want to get the whole line. There's like 20 different cards. They're all kind of like foil and shit, and they all have Dan Mora on them, which is why I really want them. And they have all the characters that have shown up in the World's Finest for that year. So like literally every single character that was a hero that showed up in the book. So like every
Wow.
member of the Doom Patrol, like Martian Manhunter,
Oh, that's
Hawkman, Batman, Superman, Robin, the World's Finest, Teen Titans, like all that shit. So It's been fun. Yeah, the other thing is I bought a lot of toys like recently, just like finishing out my McFarlane collection since he's losing the license. I want to kind of get like all the characters that I don't have, just to have like my goal was always to have one of every hero like in the DC universe, even the super obscure ones, like just one I wanted really. So there's I have like probably like 50 figures unopened right now from McFarlane. I don't want to go through all of that, but I do have one from Marvel Legends. It's really cool that I found. I wasn't expecting to find this. I gave up on the pre-order, but I saw it, which is the Marvel Legends like Green Goblin.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
classic.
Yeah, so I was pretty happy to find that. Dude, the eyes are whack, bro. Like, look at his eyes. It's crazy.
Oh, that's so good. So good. You got it.
Yeah, so I'm so happy. I was really happy to find Green Goblin, and I'm waiting for the Miles.
Dude, I love the
Doing
old school
the
packaging too.
Miles. Oh my god, yeah, exactly. I love that whole like that retro Spider-Man
Yeah.
line, so I try to get as
100%.
many as I can. I don't
That's
know
like
if I showed
the
this
DC
off.
Superpowers is another one that's fucking fantastic. I just love the old
Yep.
school packaging.
I don't know if I showed this off, but I also got I got the Marvel Legends Maximum, the new line. I got like the Spider-Man. I just like the Todd McFarlane looking Spider-Man that people
Mhm.
really like after. Yeah, I did get that. I was very lucky. But one thing I also got, one of my favorite characters of all time. I do have his first appearance in very high grade, so like I'm very happy to see him. I got the the toy of Guy Gardner from the movie. So this is literally
Nice,
Nathan
man.
Fillion, right? Like in
Yeah.
so and I already pre-ordered. I got my McFarlane Guy Gardner, and then he just released the pre-orders for Red Lantern Guy Gardner. So like if you guys know, like during the Green Lantern core volume, he became a Red Lantern for a while, and it was pretty badass. There's like one issue where he challenges Arkillo to a fight without the rings. So they just like
Mhm.
fucking beat each other up. It's amazing. So that was such a good time. So I'm like, I love Guy Gardner. He's like genuinely like one of my favorite characters. So I'm very excited.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, since you're discussing the movie, I saw that Baker has a question for us. He just got a notification that Marvel Disney. So I mean, I guess DC still probably got something going on, but Marvel has canceled their Hall H presentation at SDCC.
I think
I
it's
mean,
for
it's
the better.
probably it's for the better.
Didn't they do
delayed
that
the
last year too?
movies. Yeah, they delayed the movies, the Avengers movies, so they probably don't want to waste money not having something to show off. Like not
Right,
something
but didn't they?
new.
I mean, haven't they
Yeah.
been like pretty much pissing off of SDCC in favor of D3?
Yeah,
Which makes sense. I mean, like that is like their that's their home.
Their
So why
parent company.
even in appearance like would have been good. Like isn't Fantastic Four coming out like right around that time or something like that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe so.
yeah, and they just delayed Avengers, so like I feel like we know everything on their slate for a while. Plus, they've been really like loose in what they've been showing from Daredevil Born Again season 2. Like we know the Defenders are coming back, so I feel like why waste money going to SDCC to just say like, oh, here's what you already know is coming, right? Like it's a good move from them.
Yeah.
And also Ironheart, please.
I think
Yeah,
it's better they
yeah,
just
it's
keep
true.
their mouths shut right now and just quietly work on things. Stop letting us know your every twist and turn, because that's when people are just going to start shitting on you. Just work on the movies, work on the shows quietly. Give us a few updates here and there. You don't need to show us set pictures every week and this and that. Just
Mhm.
let it build. Let them cook.
Yeah.
Like ironically, I think if they probably never dropped a trailer at all to Ironheart and just started dropping the fucking series, they would probably get more viewership than they're going to get now that they've actually dropped the trailer. So
Well, you dropped the
Yeah.
trailer. We know the whole synopsis right now. We know exactly what's
Yeah.
going to happen. Did you guys watch the trailer to Ironheart?
no, but I've heard it. People hating it.
You watch it, you watch the whole show, it seems like already. You know who she is. You see Red Hood. You see, oh, she's going to work for Red Hood and this and that. Then he's going to turn against her. Now he's going to fight her. Like, it's just that there's your whole story.
Right.
Right there.
Yeah. Which is very tropey. Like, so I'm gonna give it like maybe one or two surprises, like whether or not Mephisto really comes through, type of thing, and maybe like
Yeah.
one other surprise, like maybe like one guest appearance. But even if it was, like, I don't think it's gonna be anything big. Like, I don't expect Storm to show up at the end of the damn series.
No.
They might give us if they showed up, if she ends up becoming like a young Avenger, I'd be like, yeah, that made sense.
Yeah.
We're all expecting at the end. So yeah.
Right? Newbie would be so angry.
An underrated comment right here.
Right?
So good.
So yeah, so like I said, I have so much shit that I picked up recently, and because it's so messy, because I've been getting ready for that con, I've been selling some stuff, and it's like I can't really show off everything because it's
No,
like, I
that's
literally
fair.
can't. It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere, bro. Like, you can't see, but I swear. So what I did was I opened the box from last year from my trip to Ottawa. I finally opened it now 1 year later. I was just sitting there. I was like,
Wow.
maybe it's time to finally open it. So I opened it, and again, it's a lot of comics. The box was 8.5 kilograms, so it was like a big fucking box.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a big
so
box.
I just pulled one solid stack of books just to show you guys what I bought last year when I was in Toronto. But I put one book aside from New Comic Book Day just because I thought it was so cool. This is one of like another one of my genuine favorite characters like ever, Mr. Terrific, year one.
Oh yeah.
So this is the incentive, the 1 in 25 Dennis Cowan.
Wow.
This is really cool because it's also the first appearance of his like prototype suit, because that's the first time that he wears like the whole outfit before he develops the modern one, which we see, you know, when he
Oh,
joins the
shit.
JFK
Okay.
days and in the movies. So it's a cool like little key. I got it for cover price. Like it wasn't it was on the stands with all the other covers. So I got the 120. This is the only
crazy.
ratio for it. And it's,
Wow.
if you look online, there's not many. There's not
Yeah,
many
no,
of the
that's gonna
ratio.
be
Yeah.
a ghost.
So I was pretty happy. Yeah. So great cover. Yeah, like I love Mr. Terrific. I do have like multiple copies of his first appearance, and he's always been one of my favorite characters. I'm really excited to see him on the big screen, especially played by Eddie Gathegi. I think like that's an amazing casting. So, and it's like it's funny
Mhm.
because he wasn't he like the Darwin character?
He was Darwin in X-Men First
Yeah.
Class. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a good like come back to the medium, to the movies, you know, because I feel like he got done dirty in that movie. So, anyway, yeah. So from Toronto.
He wasn't bad in Arrow, so
Oh yeah. No, he's generally an awesome actor. Like I just
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
they killed him off so fast. The next one. Yeah. So I was just like in Toronto. I found some really good deals, and mind you, like these aren't high grade, but I paid I think less than $1 a copy for Silver Age. So got Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos issue 40. Less than
nice.
less than $1, man.
Fuck.
Yeah. Cool,
Wow.
like wartime Marvel Silver Age. I don't have a lot of exposure to this kind of stuff. I've read a lot of the war comics in DC, but not
Mm.
Marvel. So I just wanted to see what it was, and if I feel like if I didn't like them, I could always just sell them. So Sergeant Fury number 22, like for less than $1. It's like
Nice.
less than $1. Yeah, it's not the worst shape. It's like a 3.0 or something, but who cares? Like, and then Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos 31. So
I did read something recently about DC and Sergeant Fury, but I don't remember what it was.
they canceled the movie, the one they were doing. of the-
Oh shit, did it?
Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
That's probably what it was.
This is
Well,
a
I
crazy
don't-
find. Again, it's not high grade. Maybe it's like something like 4.0 to 5.0 range. But for what it is, in my opinion, the greatest Superman story ever made. Yes, it's better than All Star Superman, in my opinion. So
Ooh.
this is What Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. I found this for less than $1 newsstand. Less than $1. It's like
Yeah, you might be right. That might be. Yeah, that might be a better story than All Star Superman.
I think it is. I think it's like the best Superman story I've ever read. It's so good. It's perfect.
It's
Yeah. So Alan Moore, Superman, with George Perez and Kurt Swan, if I'm not mistaken. So yep, right there. It's in
$1. That's fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, for what less than $1. So it's like 75 cents or something. This I was really happy to find. Here you can see what I paid for it. But again, some of these there was a discount. Like if you bought bulk, they gave you a discount. So I love the DC animated stuff, especially the DCAU. But I also love Young Justice and some of the other stuff. So I found a lot of the Young Justice run in bins. Most of the issues were $1
Nice.
Canadian. But I love this cover because I love Captain Atom, and if you it's the Uncle Sam, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I love that, man. So this is not an easy book to find. Like these,
Right,
like
that's
these
so-
were super low print. These Cartoon Network comics. So I was pretty happy.
That's so good.
Yeah. So I
can
found
tell you
this
that
book.
place got a nice fat stack of Young Justice when I was there last weekend. So, damn.
Yeah, you should have hit it up. Yeah, man. They're not easy to find. They're like low print and they're quite liquid. Like they're not all like $10, $20 books, but they always sell fast.
Yeah.
I have a hard time finding them. Yeah. This book actually nobody knows about, and I just want to say that first of all, I don't base my bullshit on Key Collector because while I think Key Collector is a good source, I actually do my own research. So like when this is the first appearance of something, I've done like research using those tools, but I've also literally gone out and like looked through everything to make sure that's actually the case. So because I love Mr. Terrific so much, I wanted to get a lot of his keys right before the movies, which I already had most of them anyways,
Right.
especially huge ones. I wanted to get everything right, just because like I don't want to be like the guy who's like paying double, triple, whatever later when it's like, oh, the character gets popular from the movie. So this is a big key, in my opinion, because it's nobody knows about it. So if you know about this event,
Oh yes.
this is an event from the 90s where they turned like the adults into children, and they turned the children into adults. And it was like
Oh,
a Peter
wow.
David thing they did. Yeah, it was like it was basically like the kids were saying, like, you don't know how it feels like to be judged, like as a kid. Like people always think you're doing like, this bullshit. So someone did some magic. I forget. I think it was something. Maybe it was Mixie or something, Mixie Spitlick or something like that. Like fucked around where they changed everything. And so the kids in the DC universe ended up being adults. So here you can see, like, for example, they're holding on to Star Woman. That's Stargirl, right? She's a grown-ass woman. Whereas you can see, like, Alan Scott is a baby, Hawkgirl's a baby, Wildcat's a baby, Black Canary's a baby. Now, if you look closely right here, that's Mr. Terrific, right?
Mhm.
That is the first time that Michael Holt has appeared on the cover.
Oh wow.
Huh.
Yeah. Like historically, like I looked it up. I literally looked every single book up, every single thing, and I confirmed it. That is the first time that Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific, appears on the cover. And the shit thing is that the other time he appears on the cover as an adult, it's also a shitty cover appearance because he's barely
Yeah.
on it. It's like one of those JSA covers where he's like a peripheral character. So like this
Yeah.
guy doesn't have any good like cover appearances until Checkmate, where Lee Bermejo does a cover of him. And then at JSA Volume 2 of Jeff Johns, where Alex Ross does like the iconic cover of him, which I would argue is probably the most popular artwork of him, the most recognizable iconic artwork of him there is. You know, Alex Ross did all the portrait covers of JSA members in different issues.
Right.
He did one for Mr. Terrific. It's iconic. Another book I found for less than $1. I'll tell you, Toronto, man, it was magic, man. I don't understand. The Birds of Prey #1, like the Birds of Prey #1. Like this is
That's
normally like a $30 book. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? $25, $30, $40 book, like depending on the time and how condition. It's pretty good shape. Like $1 or less. I don't know. I was so happy to find it. So yeah, I don't have these
Nice.
books. So I have most of the run, but I don't have this issue. So and I have their first.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, now I do. So I'm pretty happy with that. This I bought from what's it called, BMV. New Comic Book Day. I just really like the covers, so I buy all of them. The Energon Universe connecting.
Oh, hell
covers.
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
think this is the Scarlet
Yeah,
one.
sweet.
Yeah. So I bought all the others, but you know that week this one had come out, so I just bought that. Yeah, I really like them. They just did another one for like year 2 of the Energon or whatever, and they did all like a big 3
Yeah.
portrait cover. Yeah, across like all 3 titles. That was awesome. So yeah, more Young Justice. Young Justice #2, $1. So
Oh nice. I need that.
pretty happy. Very
Nice.
zesty Joker there, you know. Just like very weird shade of haircut, like
Yeah.
Peter Pan
Right.
almost. I don't know.
This is a weird ass
It's a-
Joker. Man. I
That's
still
fucking
need
Yeah.
creepy.
So yeah, very happy with that. Yeah, this I paid actually. I think I paid $1 for, not $1.50, but who cares? Classic Michael Turner. Everyone likes it for the titties, but I just love
Right.
the story, the Lightning Saga. Really good Return of Legion in that part of the continuity.
That's not a boob window. That's a fucking boob patio.
That's all I see, you know.
That's a whole balcony. What are you saying? You can
Right.
set up a grill over there, man. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Yeah. So yeah, I do love Michael Turner. I'm not gonna lie. Like he's awesome. I like both, like the way he draws. Like I like how he draws all superheroes, not just the women. Like I just think he has very clean lines. But, he draws the women attractive as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you got it's pretty good.
Yeah, more Young Justice. I bought like all the issues. Yeah, exactly. It's for the stories. All the issues of Young Justice that I could find, like literally, because I said, I really love the cartoon comic. So this, I found that I'm pretty sure that I was here the same day as Roman was. Like he was in the store, but I didn't recognize him because we've never met. And in hindsight, I'm pretty sure that was him.
That's who?
Romy. You know, like
Oh yeah.
Comic Romy. Like I'm pretty sure he was there because it was the Red Nails, and I was talking to a guy that looked a lot like him, and I'm like, and then I thought it was like, I've never met him, so I was like, I've only seen these people on social media. So then I was like, oh shit, I think that was him. Like I think we were there, we just didn't realize. Anyway,
It's so good.
yeah. So obviously, I hate saying this now because like when you said this 3 years ago, like it was cooler, but now everyone obviously feels this way. But I actually love that. So One of my favorite artists, Dan Mora. One of everyone's favorite artists, Dan Mora. Everyone loves Dan Mora for good reason. Dan Mora is amazing. Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Dan Mora. Yeah, Dan's the man. Okay.
Hold
So
on. Before you
yeah.
go any further, Chief, I gotta ask you a question real quick. New history of the DC universe. Number one, the Dan Mora covers. Are they a hit for you?
I struggled so much with that book because I think I liked the covers that they solicited so much. I think I ended up getting 3 covers per issue. Like fuck them.
'Cause I'm
Wow.
stuck between the Mora and the wraparound.
Dude, I
all
got
the
the
characters.
the Coblish wraparound. I got the Mora for every single issue, and I got the cover A's because I love Kusami. Like they got me hard,
Nice.
and it's a $5.99 book. So like they really
Yeah.
I really like those covers to be paying that much. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
That's like I really like those because like man, they got me hard. They put the best artists they have on every single cover. They have like Ryan Sook doing foils. I don't know why they did that, but they got me.
Because they want you to get them all.
Yeah. So this is, in my opinion, so I've been hunting. I actually have a catalog, like an index of really like I have an index of a lot of things. Like I have a hunting index, I have a key index. I make my own for when I go to do the shit because it's tailored for my taste. I also have I have artist indexes. So like if I really love an artist, I'll develop an index of covers that I want to hunt for them, and I look for the rarest ones because obviously they're going to be really hard to get down the line. And Dan Mora, I'm trying to get a lot of his. I don't care about ratio. I just want the ones that I like. And some of them are really hard to find. This one is actually like relatively speaking, and it's funny because you showed a book that's on theme with this book earlier. You're showing the Hanna-Barbera books. This is Hanna-Barbera. So I found this at Red Link, and it's the Flash/Speed Buggy #1, and it's Dan Mora, right? But if you look at the stands, every fucking Hanna-Barbera character is there.
Yeah, that's
We do. You got Wacky Racers. You got like
Nice.
what's his name?
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost. Yeah, you got literally everybody there.
I
So
love
like,
Jabberjaw in there.
yeah, super
Right.
underrated. This is like, in my opinion, one of the most underrated covers he's done. Like, I don't know how this one doesn't get more love because it's such a good. And it's like you have Wally in his like really nice modern Rebirth suit, which is like he doesn't
Right.
have a lot of issues in that suit. They phased it out pretty fast. Dude, I love that book. I'm so happy to find that one. I didn't even know it existed. Yeah. So another thing I got that's really cool. So I've actually been watching the show for the first time ever now. I'm on the 8th season, so I've been watching for like half a year now. But I've never seen it before. I've seen like parts of it before, but I never really got into it until recently. So Smallville. This is the first like Smallville comic.
Did you just say you're rewatching that right now?
No,
Yes, I've seen parts of like season 2 and 3 in the past, but I didn't stick with it. Like I was like, okay, this is cool, it's cheesy. But now, like half a year ago, I just stuck with it, and I really appreciate it a lot more. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cheesy, but it's actually really good. So,
Dude, it's
Bro,
so
now
good.
I-
My wife and I
Holding
are
one
so
watching
good.
it
Dude,
right
this guy is. Oh, sorry, this guy. This guy is the best Lex Luthor.
now.
ever.
Michael Rosenbaum.
I'm sorry. He's the
best
best Lex
Lex
Luthor.
Luthor in
He's
the
the
world.
best Lex Luthor
The
ever. I'm
best.
sorry.
Hands
Like
down.
nobody
It's
comes
not
close
close.
to him. I'm sorry.
I
Don't tell me
agree.
Hackman. Don't tell. Nobody else. Like the only Lex Luthors that touch this guy are like the animated ones, and even then he's still. Like,
Exactly.
No,
So-
not the
so-
same.
And,
Michael
and you know what's
Rosenbaum,
fucking, you know what's
yeah.
crazy too? Like I think he does a lot of the voice animation for him, right?
Yeah, and he's in Guardians 3, bro. He's in Guardians
Yeah,
3 and the holiday special. He plays like
Mhm.
one of the aliens. I didn't know that.
Oh shit.
But yeah, but awesome comic. This is the preview. So there was a preview, which is like the premiere, and then they did
Oh,
like
neat.
a like 10 or 12 issue series where it was like each issue was like something between a season, and they had some.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was almost like a newsletter. They had like info and shots of the actual actors and Q&A, but then they had some comic stories. So I don't have a lot of those issues. They're pretty hard to find, but I did get this one, which is like the very first one released. So like technically, this is the first appearance in comics. So I'm pretty happy to have that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm hoping to meet them and get it signed because Krista Cook is like Canadian, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
other two Hans everywhere. So like,
Yep.
I'm hoping at some point. I'll meet
Remember, one of them is in jail, so you know.
No, they both went
no,
to jail.
he's not in
They
jail.
both went to
No,
jail.
The actress, what's her name? One
Yeah,
of the
they-
actresses.
the blonde and the brunette, they both went to jail, except
Oh
one got
yeah, I
locked.
heard. Yeah, she was in the cult. Yeah, the girl.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
cult. Yeah.
Sex
That
trafficking.
one's
Sex
crazy.
cult.
I remember hearing about that, like even when I wasn't watching the show, like because like my friends who watched it told me about it, and I remember thinking that was like crazy at the time.
I remember
Some
thinking
sort
I
of
like
cult.
had the biggest crush on her. Why didn't she call me?
Face is like I'm ready for my
Jail time.
initiation.
Right.
Yeah. So speaking of 90s shows, I'm actually glad this is a perfect segue. Another book that I like. This is why I love Toronto. It's like I don't talk about like keys and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to find keys, but I just wanted to look for shit that I liked I couldn't find here, and I found a lot of that. So one thing I can never find here is the original Dark Horse run of Buffy. I'm not talking about season 9, season 10, season 11, where they continued the show. I'm talking about the very original volume that like coincided with this TV show. So I found some more issues. I found issue 31 of Buffy. So I'm really happy. I just want to finish my run, and it's just like this book is not easy to finish. It's like 60 issues or something like that of the first volume, and they're like they get really hard to find after like 30. They get really hard to find.
Buffy's hugely underrated, and it's getting the reboot. So
reboot, yeah, she's gonna be in it, and they already cast the new vampire girl, and she looks like really good for the role. Like she looks surprisingly a lot like Buffy. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is another super underrated book in my opinion. It's just like it's a good story more than anything, but it is a key according to fucking Key Collector. But anyway, so it's Robin, the Girl Wonder. So this is Robin 126. This is when Stephanie becomes Robin. And if you guys know the story, like it wasn't a very pleasant story. Like Batman didn't really want her. She kind of forced her way in, like she had leverage on him. And then he ends up firing her anyway.
I didn't even know she was a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, she ends up.
It's a bad Batman story. It's not a good one.
Yeah, it's not a very good story, but it was a fun time for the art. Like it was seeing her in the Robin costume, and it does actually generate good stories later. Like good stories come as a result of this story. But I just love it for like I just love having all the Robins, like collecting the Robins. So even if it was like a brief thing, it makes more sense than Carrie Kelly. I will say that. Okay.
Yeah, it does definitely.
Yeah, so another book I love to collect, like I told you guys, I love the animated series, Adventures in the DC Universe. So these were actually canon at the time, but they retroactively made them not canon. And what they did was basically give you in the DCAU canon stories about these characters. But a lot of these characters either didn't have their own books or didn't regularly show up because like Catwoman showed up in BTAS and Flash would show up in Justice League. But you never got solo stories of them. So here you'd get like two different stories. Yeah, so these are actually pretty good stories as well. They have fun characters.
I don't believe I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I got a high grade. I don't even understand how I found this for less than $1. A pretty high grade Legion 258, Superboy 258, which is like the first appearance of the League of Super Assassins, which is like a stupid team for it, like fights the Legion, but it's fun stuff. I love the Legion. So newsstand. I don't know how you find like Toronto's weird, man. How you find Bronze Age in really, really nice condition for $1 or less? Like what the fuck, bro? I don't understand. It's crazy.
Yo, you gotta be really on board the Superman series right now, right?
Oh, dude, I'm a big Superman man. If I showed you, it's Batman. It's bad. I bought all the Superman toys. That they only sent me the Guy Gardner now, but I got Mr. Terrific. I got the Terrific ship. I got Superman and Crypto. I got all of them, bro. I'm like super hyped for that movie. I don't even know how to explain it. I got all the covers. They did like a bunch of movie covers for the DC variants. They always do that. I got a bunch of the movie covers, man. I got like a bunch.
Yeah, they look good. They look
good. The McGuire one is like pretty good. The Mora one for Crypto issue 1 is going to be a sleeper because not a lot of people are going to order a C cover. Crypto number 1, I'm telling you right now. And Dan Mora is hot as fuck. There's just so many good covers, and they're doing so many super family books. They're doing Crypto. They're doing Supergirl. They're doing Superman Unlimited. Superman Unlimited 1, people aren't talking about it enough. What happened in Superman Unlimited 1 is a huge deal because they basically gave DC their own version of Wakanda, and not in the sense that it's like a diverse nation, more of the sense of being a powerhouse, because Wakanda is the home of vibranium in the Marvel universe, and in DC now they made a city basically get technologically evolved from kryptonite, and now this whole city runs on kryptonite, and they're making weapons and selling them to other countries that have kryptonite in them. So they're making they even show in the issue scenes of Supergirl and Connor Kent bruised, like beat the fuck up in their recent missions because they're fighting against kryptonite now, like people weaponized. And I'm like, that's a big deal. Like they basically made Superman vulnerable, or his family, or Kryptonians on Earth vulnerable. And I'm like, they gave DC their own Wakanda as well. So I'm surprised more people aren't talking about that comic because it was actually like it had a lot of big developments for the DC universe. But yeah, so more adventures in the DC universe. But one thing I really love about this is that it has a Nightwing solo story as well. Obviously,
down there
so I've been getting all of these. Yeah, exactly. I love like the page up and he's like there.
Right.
Like, hey, don't forget me. Yeah. And then this is crazy. This like I love finding this book. I'll pay like $5 or $10 for it, but for $1, I'll buy it any day of the week, anytime. Dr. Fate #1, another one of my favorite characters.
Oh, wow.
$1. First
Yeah.
appearance of it's the first appearance of this Dr. Fate. Just in
Khalid?
my opinion, super underrated. Yep, Khalid, and he's getting a cover by Jorge Corona in JSA #9. This guy doesn't get a lot of covers on his own. It's one of the best covers in my opinion that he has. I can't wait to get my hands on that. And it's like the first time I've seen DC acknowledge Ramadan, because during the last Ramadan they had an Arab artist draw a cover of him basically breaking fast, sitting with his family. And I was like, that's the coolest thing I've seen in so long, because they never do that. They never acknowledge that shit. So I was like, I think this character has a big future. I don't think they're gonna bring back another like Dr. Fate. I think he's gonna be Dr. Fate.
Yo, which reminds me, what the fuck did they ever do with the new Swamp Thing?
Oh, he's there. He became an honorary member of the Titans, bro. And he's actually in DC. It's just that they're scared to use Swamp Thing a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah, they really are, man. Like they don't do shit.
He's gonna get a Vertigo book. That's my hope, at least, because they did announce that there's 3 Vertigo books coming up, and I think Dennis Camp is doing one of them. Kyle Starks is doing one of them. I'm hoping he's one of the books. It's like it makes sense for
Swamp Thing, Hellblazer, and I don't know, something else.
Yeah. So more high grade Superboy, Bronze Age. Just like I love this cover because it's the Legion fighting the Fatal Five, who is like the chief arch nemesis of the Legion of Superheroes. You know, one thing that made me really sad, like genuinely, is when people read the Summer of Superman special. I watched so many reviews on YouTube, big channels, small channels. I read reviews on League. I read reviews on Comic Book Roundup. Anywhere there were reviews published, I read them. The overwhelming majority of the people enjoyed the book, like to different degrees, to varying degrees. But one comment I saw so much, almost unanimously, is who is Validus? Shame on you. That's all I have to say. Shame on. How do you not know who Validus is? Like, I actually upset me. I'm like, nobody knows who Validus is. Man, I guarantee if they said the Wrecker from Marvel, people would be like, I know the Wrecker. If they said Chance, people would be like, I know Chance. If they said Speedball, they'd be like, I know Speedball. But you don't know Validus.
It's me, man. It's me. I don't know who that is.
New dude was chiming in.
So Validus is like so the Legion, they have this really iconic villain team they fight against called the Fatal Five. They're just 5 members. They're all like mega overpowered. Validus is like crazy overpowered, like Thunder Monkey, basically. He's like this massive King Kong sized Thunder Monkey, bro. And there's a reason. I don't want to there's a very deep reason as to who he actually is, like the identity. I don't want to spoil that because it's a very iconic story. But yeah, he's just this really fucking powerful big character, like stupidly powerful, like mega overpowered to the point where like Brainiac is afraid of him, and every time he encounters him, he has to like mind control him. So Brainiac can like treat him as a pet because he doesn't want to fight him because he knows to get. Yeah, he's just this mega like big ass king. It's like King Kong in space, bro. And he shoots lightning.
All right.
Yeah, he's just like wild. So more Young Justice, and they're fighting Cobra. And I feel like one thing that doesn't get mentioned enough is that this girl, I forget her name. I forget her name, but she becomes like multiple characters later on.
Is that Arrowhead?
I forget her name, man, but because she also becomes like Cheshire later, does she not, in the show? But yeah, she first appears. She's an original character. She appears for the first time in this, not in this comic particularly, but in this series, in the show and in this comic. So yeah,
I think it's Arrowhead.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, this was $3. I can never find this cheap, so I love it. Planetary JLA, Terra Colta, one of the best.
Nice.
If you've not read Planetary, please read Planetary. It's a mind fuck. It's dense, okay, but like it's one of the best comics ever made. So I needed to get the JLA crossover, especially in my opinion, the Planetary Batman crossovers are like one of the best crossovers ever made. And last but not least, I found 3 of these at the store. All were cover price. I already listed some for sale, so I don't want to pull out the other 2, but take my word for it. It's Geiger #1, 80-page giant, Brian Hitch variant. I saw these like 3 together on a stack. It was at that store that Brandon, you told me not to go to, like the shitty unorganized one. It was like the bookstore, it's like Thunder something like that. The lady that works there. Yeah, I remember it was such a mess, bro. But I remember finding 3 of these like in a row. And this is like right now, this is like a $70-$80 book. So like it's
Damn.
selling great, and it's organic, right? Like no, this book isn't fucking selling that high because someone's sitting there being like, Renko is the next big character. Nobody's saying that.
Right.
This book
No,
is selling that well because people like the character, and I think we need to have more charts that show that kind of shit. But it's hard because in order to be aware of those, you have to like do a different kind of research. I think Baker Shaker is the closest thing that comes to that, where he sees some like truly organic growth on some crazy books. But there's a lot of books. If you look at Invincible, if you look at the Death of Battle Beast issues, and you look at the first appearance of Marky and Ursal, which are issues 120 and 129 respectively, those two books have blown the fuck up recently. One of them is selling for $200 to $300, and the other was selling for $200, but now is back down to $150. These books were like $40, $50 books all day, like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So like nobody's talking about these books. Nobody's sitting there like saying, "Oh, like look at this fucking book that's selling for so much money." Those books are organically selling for that much money because people want
I
them.
remember,
And I
like,
think
I
we need
remember
to-
when it first came out, like it was hot as hell.
Yeah, I did read Outsiders. We talked about it a lot. Outsiders, I would say it was like a spiritual continuation. Like they tried so hard to like, you know, connect it directly. I liked it. I enjoyed it, but it's, you know, the Hive Mind, they're good, but they're not Warren Ellis good. Right? Like, yeah. But I did enjoy it. I like that version of Drummer. I thought it was interesting, but there were a lot of like very distinct characteristics. Okay, and then I have two more books. These are just like the exciting ones. This is a book I've been looking for literally years. I missed. I was actually there on the website the day. Yeah, Warren Ellis, amazing. The day these dropped, because it's a WonderCon exclusive from 2020 or 2021. So it was pandemic year, so it was like extra hard to get. So this is one of my favorite books. So it's the Nightwing 78, but it's the foil.
Yeah.
So if you know this book is expensive as fuck. Like this book is like really, it's like a $200 or $300 raw book for like Canadian, like for whatever reason. I refuse personally to pay that much for this book because I remember I was on the website, it was like $20 or something, and I just didn't get it because the shipping was so high, and I was like prioritizing other books. In the pandemic, everyone was comic crazy at the time. So I was like, whatever, it's nobody's gonna buy this. End up selling out so fast. It became super hot for years. The CGC like 9698s were like over $500. It's crazy. So I just waited, and I ended up winning it for like $30 in an auction. So, like nobody was like paying attention. So I'm so happy to get. Man, this was one of the few Nightwing like books I was really missing. That was like really hard to get. So,
Okay.
yeah, very happy to get it. It's it's the first appearance of Haley, the dog, and it's also the first appearance of Harkness, and it's also the first Tom Taylor Nightwing story. So it has quite a few. Yeah, another thing is there's actually a couple more books.
The best Nightwing run ever.
Yeah, not for me personally. Like I think it's one of the best, but not the best.
It's a good jumping on point.
Sorry.
There's a really good jumping on point because that's when I started.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
When people tell me like where should I start reading Nightwing, I literally tell them that issue. Like just go read from 1978. Go buy the omnibus. Go buy the trade. Like that's the best place to start reading Nightwing. Yeah, this I loved. You guys know I love Rogue Sun. Do the Radiant Black podcast, the Rogue Sun podcast. I love Rogue Sun. Truly, I love Rogue Sun pretty much just as much. I agree, Phil. I agree. I love Rogue Sun almost just as much as Radiant Black. Obviously, Dick Grayson, my favorite character in comics from the days that he was Robin till now. So even when he was Robin, he was my favorite character. It's been that long, he's been my favorite character. I had to get this 125 cover, which is homaging the first appearance of Robin. And it's so good. Like, look at that, man. It's so good. This book is not easy to get, man. Nobody in Canada, other than sometimes Cap Can, I swear to God, nobody else. Maybe one other store, maybe Comic Inspiration in Quebec. The only two stores that are getting ratios of this book right now. You know how hard, how expensive these ratios, man.
Especially 1 in 25. Yeah.
There's I'm not even gonna say how much I paid because they're so overpriced right now. The other thing is I found this for $1. It's the Spawn 304. This was selling for like $20-$30 back then. Now it's like more like $15-$20, but still pretty cool. It was like less than $1 again. So, and this is a book that I found that is super hard to find. I'm really happy. I found 2 copies, same exact book. So it's Transformers Lost Light, but it's the subcover. So let me explain. This is the last book, so I'll give a brief explanation. First of all, this title, if you look up the prices of the trades and the single issues of this book, which again no one talks about, known for a long time, some of the issues in this run are fucking asinine. How much they sell for? Like I'm talking, some of the issues are like anywhere, just random issues, just cover A's, anywhere between $40 to $100 Canadian, and some of the nicer cover B's go up to $300 for this.
Yeah, Lost Light is a
Trade?
really good fucking Transformers run.
Bro, the trades are $200 each of this.
Wow.
Of this 200 because it's so low print because it was the end of the IDW era. It was the final series of the run before they lost the license, and it was lower printed for whatever reason. So if you look up every single issue of this run, they all sell for like well above cover price, but some of them go for like fucking stupid price, like truly like $200-$300 each. It's crazy. And the trades sell crazy. This is really unique because sub covers, if you remember back then, you had to specifically order them. You had to like you have to ask for them. So like you basically they wouldn't get them otherwise. Like no one's gonna get a sub cover for like just whatever for the
That's
show.
fair.
So yeah, these were like the sub covers of this run. Super hard to find. Sometimes you go to eBay, like on any given day, there's just none. So like with this book, maybe if you go, there's 2 or 3 right now, maybe 4. But if you look at the later issues, because this is issue 1. If you look at the later issues, there's like none. There's none of the variant. It's crazy. There's so rare. There's no census data. If you go to CGC, there's no census data on the books. It's so fucking rare. I'm just saying. Like these are super rare books. And last but not least, I think Marvel will appreciate this. The new biggest character coming from Marvel, the new X-Man that never was.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Dude, look, I will say, the book isn't like the Kamala story. I don't give a fuck about. I'm not gonna lie. The Justina LaGuardia story. I like Sarah Pichelli, so I gave it a chance.
Mhm.
I think the idea of her power is actually cool, but why is she dressed like a civilian? It just seems so wrong, man. It's like you have this person like
Why?
she's gaslighting Professor X. She's mind wiping him and just like. In a skirt and some shit, like bro, what? Like give her some suit, make it look badass. I don't know. I guess, and I guarantee you, that's why they didn't show her. That's why they kept her silhouetted. When are they gonna put someone who looks like they're going to like Strange Academy? Like what? Like there's nothing unique about. Like, that's what I swear to God, I was wondering because this is shitty.
Right.
Like when you look at this, you're like, this is kind of a shitty first cover appearance. And I was looking at it and I'm like, why did they do that? Like why did?
wait,
they
is it an appearance? It's a non-appearance.
No,
really.
that's
not
what I'm
a first
saying.
cover appearance.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it counts.
Doesn't count. Doesn't fucking count.
That's what I'm saying. And it's
They
like,
can't.
why did they silhouette her? And I'm like, I guarantee it's because her design is so bland. Like, they're probably going to give her a suit down the line when she becomes a mom. But her design is so bland. They were like, no, let's not put her on the cover because nobody's going to buy it.
Right.
Yeah. So, that's it. Thank you guys. It feels good to be back. And Toronto, I obviously had, I would say like just the box alone was 4 or 5 times the amount of books I showed you. But yeah, I just like it was so good, and I can't wait to go back and like have more fun because it was amazing.
All right. So actually, Sheik, who do you got going next?
Here, you want to go? Yeah, sure.
I'm ready to go. So a couple of weeks ago, I had a lady come in. Her son passed away earlier this year, and so she was asking, "Hey, do you buy comics?" I said, "Sure." It was about 400 comics, so I'm not going to show all of them. Actually, already. Yeah. Fine. Let me drive home. I got most of them at home, so I still got to go. Actually, it was more than 400 homesec. It was 2 long boxes and then a couple of like boxes of various sizes. So
We'll just turn this into one of the old school Spine Takes marathons and cards.
So, but and it wasn't anything like spectacular. I mean, a lot of good filler stuff. There was Spawn in there, like the first 55 issues, and then a couple of issues above number 100. So hold on a second. Let me show those off first because that's kind of what's still left. Hold on a second. The above. So I still have these. Spawn number 16.
Speaking of fucking gaslighting,
Which I think is 16 the first Capullo art. I think might be.
you would have to ask Baker.
I know it's somewhere around there.
Big
Yeah, right.
no.
But speaking of gaslighting, how about that Spawn movie that we're never gonna fucking get?
Yeah, how about
Oh,
it?
hold on a sec. Okay, yeah. So then I have Spawn 116. Great cover.
Oh yeah.
117. 118.
He needed to get
And
his wife.
the one book I didn't know this was in there, so this was nice to get. This is the first Gunslinger Spawn.
Oh shit.
So yeah, that was a nice find in there.
And Derek, GTA 6 for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it's probably going to be GTA 6.
And okay, so here's the let me just go through. Like there was a fair bit of image and stuff. Like there's and Maximum Press, a lot of Leafeld stuff.
Oh, first Gunslinger cameo.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
I gotcha.
It's his first appearance.
That Angela Evangeline. That's
Whether it's a cameo or not, it's still his first appearance because he doesn't make another appearance for like 6 years after. You got Ariello Foil.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good one too.
And Michael Turner art. So J.G. Jones art.
Dang.
Spawn.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good cover.
I think there was a whole Curse of Spawn in there, or most of it anyway. So just stuff I came across today when I was getting this stuff together. Hold on a sec. Spawn and Wildcats.
All right.
Fuck yeah, Wildcats had best theme song in history.
No, Power Ranger still beats that with that opening guitar, man.
No.
Wildcats.
Go listen to the Wildcats theme song, the cartoon theme song. You will change your mind instantly. I guarantee.
I don't know.
Witchblade.
Dude, the Power Rangers theme song or the X-Men theme song, the animated one?
It was done by the same guy.
I don't care. That's not the question.
Another Spawn.
Animated X-Men.
38.
Oh, nice.
Power
That's
Rangers.
fucking great.
Oh no, X-Men. X-Men's iconic. Fuck.
Then there was Wildstar.
Dang.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that comic. I don't think I ever read it though.
Darker Image.
Yeah, I remember that because there was something that came out of that. Gen 13, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Another Darker Image. This one's still sealed.
What the hell was it? Maybe the
Wait,
Max.
Is that the Max? Do you guys remember that TV show? There,
Oh, no.
There it was. Yeah, the Max is so good.
Ooh, that was iconic.
I guess Channing Tatum is trying to do a movie.
There you go. The Deadly Duo.
The who?
I don't know. It's Image, man.
Spawn and whoever.
Yeah,
Spawn
they
and-
were just putting out shit.
Whoever that dude is.
Batman?
Yes,
Is that you?
that dude.
And let's see. Doom 2099.
Aren't you
Punisher
pretty good?
2099. There was obviously like more of the series in there. Like I said, I'm not showing all of them.
They went a little wild with that 2099 shit.
Yeah, the only Amalgam comic that was in there was Spider Boy.
Oh no, that's the only one. What about
Yeah.
Dark Claw? Fuck.
Yeah, I think I have Dark Claw in the store somewhere. New Warriors.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Let's go.
I have to find. There's actually a story I have to say about New Warriors, about a character that appears in New Warriors that I want to find the issue before I show it off and I tell you guys the story. But it's kind of fun. And then I have Venom, Lethal Protector,
Nice.
the full series.
Oh,
Nice.
that.
And I'm going to tease you guys a little bit about stuff that's coming out next week that I
Ooh,
absolutely
yeah, show that
love,
cover.
I love these two covers.
Oh, what the hell is that?
I
Phineas and
almost
Ferb.
bought
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and
Why?
Ferb, but the magic homage here.
Is it like the anniversary of Phineas and Ferb or something like that?
It's
Uh,
gotta be.
Well, I don't know. They're just basically they're on Disney, and I don't know who knows. But
I don't know what a fucking Phineas and Ferb is, so I'm good.
And Panosian cover, just sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what about the Adi Granov Imperial #1? That's a good one too.
Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. There's next week is insane. Just it. I don't know if you guys know what my wall looks like of new comics. It might be all new next week. It's just so many books.
Set aside a couple for me, eh, Paul?
I don't, if I have them, that's the thing. I mean, I didn't order as many because not too many people pre-ordered. So I brought in, what I thought would not put me in the hole too much.
That's fair, man.
But I think for the World to Come and the Imperial ones, I will have some extras. Let me know which ones you want.
Oh, you know which ones I want.
Watch the video on Tuesday night and let me know.
Will do, definitely.
So I was looking over the FOC this week, and there's no Marvel on FOC.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. So yeah, there's no FOC for Marvel this week.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. I could use a break.
Right. Yeah. Nice short FOC this week. So.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that'd be it for me. And I gotta get back to work over here, otherwise I will be here till 4:00 in the morning again.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I'll have you guys on in the background.
Sounds good, man. You take care. Thanks for
Take care.
stopping by. And
Yeah, if you're gonna be here, are you gonna be like on a weekend, or because if you're on a weekend, I gotta.
if I'm there golfing, it'll be on a weekend. If I'm there during the week, it's for work. But I'll be there. Again, I have no idea.
Let me
know
know.
Business or pleasure?
for. And the golfing, hopefully soon.
Yeah. All right, man. Take care,
All
guys.
right, take care. Good seeing you.
All right, Paul.
DC
Okay.
dude. Hey, Baker. No, not today, man. Not today.
We've got two left. Marvel, dude, who's first?
Well, dude, you're already up there. You might as well go.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to be quick because I don't have many hauls.
That's what she
like I
said.
yeah, right. I literally only got 2 books.
What?
Like I said, I've been busy. Summer's here, the weather's here. I've been out golfing, spending all my money golfing. It's a rich
Okay,
man's
okay. I
sport,
can't blame you.
right? But I love it. Being out in the sun, getting frustrated, drink a couple beers. Just you can't beat it.
And golfing is not a cheap sport, so.
It's not. It's really not, especially if you keep losing your fucking balls and you can't find them.
Yeah, man.
We're not
Hate
going
fucking
to get
balls.
into that. But yeah, so like I said, I've just been prepping. I got a show coming up where I'm going to be selling some books, and I've started digging into my personal collection, starting to purge a bit, make some room. The house is just filling up with comic boxes right now, and it's got to end. So I'll show off the 2 books I did pick up. I picked them up in Ottawa at the comic shop. I was a little disappointed because that's my home shop. I don't go there very often, so when I do go there, I hope to find shit. And it's just I'm not finding anything. But as I was saying to Marvel,
I found gold there.
yeah, well, that's it, right? As I was saying to you, Marvel, I think my issue is that I'm too narrow-minded right now. I'm just looking for, those Nova covers I'm missing, the incentives, Power Rangers incentives, and I got to expand my horizons a bit. But until then, I'm going to show off some fucking Power Rangers. So here we have Power Rangers Prime,
Even
number
money that
5.
was Power Rangers.
What's that?
I said it was even money that it was Power Rangers.
Yeah, everybody knew. Come on. So we got Power Rangers 5, Power Rangers Prime, number 5, featuring the Lost Galaxy Rangers. So this was season 7 of Power Rangers in 1999. Yeah, pretty cool to get all the other teams on here now. I'm quite enjoying Power Rangers Prime. I just wish they'd put out the series quicker.
Whatever happened to the fucking Panda Power Ranger?
Sorry?
Whatever happened to the Panda Power Ranger?
That was a one and done. We're not going to fucking mention that. We're not going to go back to that. We don't want them to get any ideas. Power Rangers,
You're not bringing him back? No. Damn it.
So yeah, they did the one shot where anybody could be a Power Ranger, which took the whole being a Power Ranger it was special, right? It just wasn't. So it was atrocious.
That's very special.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip by that and forget that ever fucking happened. But yeah, Power Rangers Prime. I don't know what's going on with her hands right there. Like
she doesn't know either.
Hands don't do that. I'm sorry.
No, that's
anatomy.
She needs to get that checked out.
Yeah. I'd say her finger's broken. Fuck.
Right? There's a couple broken bones in there.
Yeah. Next up, we got Power Rangers Prime issue 6, featuring the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers. So this was the next season, season 8. So I'm hoping they're going in time and see what I did there. The next one will be the Time Force Rangers. See, I didn't even know I did that. But I'm hoping they're going chronologically through the seasons and we get a cover for each group of Rangers. Lightspeed Rescue was pretty fun. They had the big train Megazord thing going on. And just a sweet cover. They have an incentive for this, which is just a Virgin. And it's a sweet cover too.
Are they doing helmet covers for these?
I haven't seen it yet.
Always.
But
it's
Boot Studios. They're going to do it. You just know it, man. Yeah. So fingers crossed, because then I would love to get, helmet covers of the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers, which we don't have. I would like to get helmet covers of the Lost Galaxy Rangers, which we don't have. And there's more.
How do there's 4,000 fucking helmet covers. How have we not got these yet?
There's like 34 seasons of Power Rangers, all with different teams.
Well, that's fair.
So, do you remember the ones they did for Power Rangers Mighty Morphin or Power Rangers and TMNT? They did
where they just switched up the headbands.
Yeah.
Well, they did a helmet cover with every turtle.
Yeah, for every issue. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm slowly digging my way at those right now, but again, it's hard to keep track of. And
those were insane.
Every issue has 6 variants that are all helmet covers with every different turtle. So it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Last up, not a book. I didn't grab a book, but I need some more storage. So I like my graphic boxes, and I grabbed this Incredible Hulk graphic box.
Nice.
With Hulk against Thor.
That's
dope. So I thought that was pretty sweet. It's just the same thing on both sides. But just a sweet graphic box. If you're gonna store your comics, they might as well look good too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I like the graphic boxes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you notice they never do like DC ones? Like, why is that?
I don't know. Because they have image ones. Like Something That's Killing Children had its own box, and they've done a couple different ones.
Right.
Power Rangers has their own box, right? So I don't know why DC doesn't.
Oh, okay. So I know something I'm gonna have to show off on the next show.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, perfect.
So.
All right, Marvel. That's all I got, guys. So yeah.
I know. All right, I got a lot of stuff. So, but I mean, after this, then I'm pretty much slowing down. Fan Expo is pretty much my focus after that. But yeah, until then, I've done a lot of stuff. I've just been finding good deals and just kind of doing like adjacent kind of pickups of like, I don't know, artists I like, characters I like, stuff like that. So always the random shit, but microdosing the happiness. So
exactly.
Yeah.
A little bit of retail therapy never hurt anyone.
Exactly, So
right.
Obviously we got the thing.
No, I was just thinking of that too.
This is like the last one. I think they've only done 2
I
this
don't
season.
believe it.
Yeah, they're slowing
They're the
down.
new helmet covers.
Yeah, well, they're slowing down, so I don't know. It might not be going very much longer.
Wow.
Yeah. Got the I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, the Beyonce Vogue homage.
Oh shit!
Oh, I hate that cover.
That's actually it's actually a really good story too. It's pretty
It
interesting.
is a good story, but I hate that
Wow.
fucking cover.
Yeah, I know. I had to pick it up. It was a cool homage cover, and I picked up the Gen 13, like the Janet Jackson one as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely had to grab that.
yeah. Keeping up with homages, I picked up the Dan Panosian Alpha Flight one.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He did Dakin. So
Mhm.
Nice.
more Dan Panosian. He did U.S. Agent John Walker.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, like, if anything positive came out of Thunderbolts, it's my love for John Walker. Like
Yep. I completely agree.
he was so good. And yeah, like
Poor
just in
guy, eh?
the last few like week
I
and a
think
bit.
you forgot the series that he was in.
No,
What?
I didn't forget, but like just insight
Poor
into his
guy, my
life
ass.
and his family life and shit right now. And it's like, damn, man, like
He's everyone's favorite bad boy, you know, like a little murder is okay. That's what he thought.
Right.
Found this for like $2. Gerald Perel
nice.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
doing all the captains. Picked up this, his first cover appearance as Super Patriot. And actually, I read this whole like storyline. His like the first like I don't know 30 some issues he was in. His solo series was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. So now I just got to find it in physically. So yeah, so that might be on the hunt. A nice little cheap pickup now that the movie's over. The X-Men number
Oh yes.
16, the Daughterman
Daughterman.
variant.
Sweet.
Oh,
Those
damn.
are nice.
The Magic one. Oof, that's gonna be
Yeah.
good. More with the X-Men. I picked this up. I didn't even know they really did this when I was doing like a dive on like picking up all the issues for that related to like the Phoenix and Dark Phoenix, like kind of reprints or whatever. They did like comics based on the animated series. So this one does the Phoenix
Onslaught.
saga.
Fuck yeah.
No, that's Eric the Red, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Cyclops in disguise, whichever.
Oh,
Um,
that works too.
Another with the Phoenix one. Oh, clock. I tried to find a battery to see if like maybe it's just like a new pack of batteries that I need. Put that on the
Hey,
list.
it's almost close to the right time. Just about 15 minutes off.
Yeah, we're a little bit off. You know, it's right twice a day. It is right twice a day, so that's all that matters. You know.
Yeah.
Pick up the facsimiles of the Dark Phoenix saga.
Yes.
134. And this one came
Such
up
a
this
good
week.
run.
135. Still picking up the Helverine series, which is so damn good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mr. Amadeus Cho is turning 20 this year, so I picked up the one-shot special. It's like three one-part, three little one-shots in there, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, all right.
All done by Greg Pak, who was the original creator, so that's pretty cool to see. Picked up I actually picked this up for $1 from a shop that was having a clear out sale or whatever. So it's the first appearance of Kid Venom.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
This cover, Super Sons by Dustin Nguyen, and it is kind of like a little bit of an Akira homage cover. So
Wait. Can we just wait 1 minute here? I see something backstage going on here.
Oh no!
And we just got to bring him out on stage because holy fucking shit. It is Mr. Hyper Combo Comics. What's going on, man?
Hyper, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Good to see you.
What is this
Come
setup?
on.
Where is this? Guantanamo Bay?
Oh wait, yeah, because it's been a while since I did
Prison
YouTube at
Orange?
my.
I like this.
I think this is the first. Is this the first live YouTube stream at my new place? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First appearance.
Yep.
Is that shade to your own channel? I mean, you have your own channel and you don't do anything with it. Come on.
Wait. Hold on. I did do my top 20 back in January. That was actually the first video I did at this place. So,
Okay.
but that wasn't a live stream. So this technically is my first live stream in the new place.
All right.
Yeah, first live appearance.
Fair.
We get a button. It's a new category. New category.
Put that on CGC. Put that on Key Collector. There you go.
Did I drive out Comic Chic and Baker? Not Baker.
No.
No, Sheik had to get going for to
The wife.
deal with something with the wife,
Mhm.
and then Paul had to bag and board comics and close up shop.
He's watching us right now while he's
Mm,
bagging
yeah.
and boarding.
He's in our thoughts and prayers,
Yeah,
I picked up this DC versus Vampires, Puppeteer Lee doing Damien.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah, so a lot of our cover buys in the last few weeks. So some happiness. Picked up the Steve Beach of Superman World War Apocalypse. I do need to read this. It was the Philip Kennedy Johnson takeover, and he's one of my favorite writers. So I'm sure this is it's got like really good reviews.
It was a really good run.
As like a modern Superman story. So
Yep.
pick that up.
Very good.
Yeah, another one for $1. I would not say no to Lee Bermejo, Detective.
Mayo, yeah.
Yeah. And I picked up another one.
Hell yeah.
There were a lot, so I'm like, you know what? What's two that I really really like? So I picked up those. Raph Grassetti doing Superman.
I saw that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
And his art's really getting really AI looking.
I was gonna see. Yeah.
I love, you know what? I love Raph Grassetti. If it is, you know what? Don't tell me, but I still pick up his covers. He just did a Superman. He did a few Superman covers that I picked up. So whatever. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But I don't know. It's dangerous territory. I picked up this one. I think it is Ivan Talavera's first like open order to the Big Two cover.
Okay.
Yeah, Absolute Power.
Sure.
It's a good one.
For $1, when I picked up at Red Nails over the weekend, I couldn't say no to Dexter Soy doing Deathstroke.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And then more Batman stuff. Of course, the original Hush Story facsimiles.
Mhm.
I must have number 116 somewhere, so yeah, that's 115, 116. Yeah, 115, 116. And then the Hush 2 stuff. I apparently forgot to pre-order 160, so that is going to be on the way. I found the ash can of 159 as well.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
More Jim Lee stuff. The Justice League versus Godzilla versus King Kong, number 7.
Ash cans don't get the appreciation they used to.
They don't. And yeah, speaking of this one, so there's a number 1 where he does Godzilla, which is why I wanted it. And it's like a $30 book for no damn. I'm going to assume because it's Jim Lee, but there were like so many damn covers that, yeah, I don't know why, but
Jim Lee, I mean, it seems like he's doing a lot more open order variants in general. So
he is, but I mean, like, why that? It's like a cover like E of all things, and it's not a ratio. It was an open order, so I mean, I also did have the chance to buy it, but that I did not. So yeah, like $30-$40 for whatever reason. So if anyone finds it, I'm looking for it. And then one of the last things I picked up, well, this is a while ago actually. Romy had it for me. Was the Absolute Batman Jim Lee foil.
yeah, I know you were looking for that one
Nice.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, and I paid the aftermarket price for it, so that's why I took the sticker off. Yeah, which wasn't bad. I mean,
The shape.
yeah, the shame of it all. But you know what? Like, you're getting harder and harder to find. And you know what? The price hasn't really dropped, so you know I did pay $30 for it, which is still pretty much market price. So whatever, it is what it is. Money comes and goes.
Well, listen, at least you know it's a good story, so it's not just hype only.
Yeah, right.
Right,
And it
yeah,
feels like
exactly.
my Akira homage ones and stuff like that. So you know what? Banger covers only. And then I also picked up this that I read the story last year. It was on Foodloft, so like a free read or whatever. So
That's
it
what you
was
do.
the Archie relaunch by Mark Waid, and yeah, the first 6 issues were really good. I will get back to it eventually, but just wanted to pick that up. So yeah, number 1. And to go with it, another one that I was kind of randomly trying to find. I'm like, you know what? I like Archie. Archie's been really cool. Trying to find some cool covers, and then I found one done by Mr. Alex Ross.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No
Especially
doubt.
for like $6, not bad. So,
Yeah, and see, Alex Ross is a very, I don't know. It's a weird situation. Some of his covers go for stupid money, and then covers like this, where you think it would go for a lot of money, it's still a cover price.
right? Especially
Yeah,
for
I had no idea that.
especially for a Life with Archie
Yeah.
number 37 variant cover. You know, like who the hell was ordering that? Nobody.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I picked up Captain Marvel number 20, so I think I'm 3 or 4 issues away from completing the first volume run.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one of the ones that I have to pick up is like the first like Thanos cover, so I think it's like a
Oh yeah,
like
that's
an easy
cool.
$80 up and up book. So
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like holding someone's head, kind of?
yeah.
Okay. See, I got that one at Toronto Fan Expo, at the Fan Expo, and then I found out only at the end that the value stamp got cut up.
Damn.
Fortunately, I think I only paid 10 or 15 bucks for it, so it wasn't a complete loss. But I mean,
Oh, nice.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! And here I was gonna trade you like a long box of comics or something like that for it, but you know what? I'll give you 20. How about that?
you'd still take it even without the value stamp.
I might. It depends. I'd have to look up like the actual value of the book. Maybe it's gone down like a little bit now that you know as comic values change. But you know what? As long as there's no, my big thing is always writing on the cover, especially with books like this where people draw in with pen in the title and stuff like that. That is just a huge thing. So yeah, a little bit of spine roll, a little bit of like detaching staples for like a book this old. And
I mean, dude, I could just give it to you as a placeholder until you actually find a better copy. So at least you could say that you completed your run.
oh,
for
look
the-
at
for the time
that!
being.
Damn, look at you, generous
Oh, yeah.
hyper.
Well, I mean, like clearly the book is gonna be more to you than it is to me. So I mean, I'd rather pass it on to you.
Well, those Pokemon Switch games mean a lot to me too. If you're being generous, I know you paid nothing for those, so
I did no. Well, I paid well below market price. I still had to pay something for them.
well, we'll have to talk about that after.
Yeah.
But yeah, more Alex Ross stuff. I picked up the Uncanny X-Men number 500. It's a wraparound
Nice.
cover.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Which I can't take out of the bag right now, but yeah, it's a nice wraparound cover. I think that would have been the last issue for the first volume, so they were pretty.
Yeah, they
Very-
made several variants for that issue, I believe. I think the Turner one also is. I think that was like a 1 in 75 or 1 in 50.
Something like that, yeah. And I think they did
Probably,
a whole bunch of action figure ones as well. So
Yeah.
that got me as well. God damn it. Yeah, more Alex Ross goodness. I picked up the United States of Captain America for him drawing John Walker.
Nice.
So it's the back part of it, but you know what? I don't give a fuck about the front because you know what? John Walker's on the back, so whatever.
There you go.
And then I picked up the Fantastic Four, the 2025 facsimile second print variant, done by Alex Ross as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
because he
that's a good
doesn't
one.
do a whole lot of like open or well, if he does homage, a lot of the times they are like store exclusives. So yeah, to find him just doing like an open order one is pretty rare. And actually, the new series has the FF49 homage, so I'll pick up. It's pretty much close enough, so I'm gonna pick it up. But I also want to get the X-Men one, but it wasn't exclusive, so yeah. So we'll see. Maybe it'll come to me eventually. And then this
Right.
was.
I'm sure you'll find it.
Oh yeah, I did see it at Fan Expo last year, but at that point I wasn't in the mood to buy it, so I'm sure it's going to be around there this year as well. And then yeah, another cover that I didn't really know was Alex Ross because we couldn't really tell, but he did the Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters.
Oh, I couldn't
wow.
even tell that's the Ross cover.
Yeah,
Right.
I would have known. Yes.
Yeah, like a lot of
Like-
artists when they do Godzilla, it has that very like painted kind of style, so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's even written with his name on the front. I think it might be on the back, type of thing. So grab that,
Hey, what's up, Dan?
and then of course,
Man.
last week he did the greatest cover of all time to release on my birthday. The randomly ASM number 4 timeless cover. I don't know why. I don't know why it couldn't have been on something more relatable, but ASM it is, and grab that. And then dude actually put this aside for me from his shop. I picked up the 1 in 100 as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and there is a little bit of damage onto it on the back, so it was actually marked down about like 40% but it's very pressable. It's just like if someone was holding it, kind of did that little bend in it. So yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna assume that you paid well under ratio.
You know what? It is a Captain Marvel cover, which you obviously never see in a 1 in 100. I probably would have paid, some good money for it if
That's a fair point.
if the time had come. And then I also won an auction on My Comic Shop. So they gave you 2 weeks to pay. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll just kind of flip through around. So I bought a whole bunch of random stuff onto it as well. But for $2, I picked up a 1 in 25 of Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider.
Wait, I was gonna ask you. Did you order this Did you win
Yes, you did.
this from My Comic Shop after the tariff got in place?
I did, yes. And there was no import, there was no like tariffs and all that. But I have noticed in the last like year and a bit, I always get hit with import fees, which I didn't used to. So it's a very minimal. It's maybe like 5% or whatever. So I think on this order I paid like 20 some bucks or whatever. So I mean, for the value of what the stuff that I got, it's probably kind of expected. So I'll take it. What else did we find? Another little find at from My Comic Shop. I picked up for $2. I picked up the Bird City exclusive of Dark Ride.
Ooh,
Mario Kart homage. So they marked it very fine and stuff like that, but it's like pretty good condition. I haven't looked at the back of it, but I mean, for $2 for an exclusive.
That's a very fitting cover, given that we are getting the world release of Mario Kart World next week.
Right.
And then another homage that I picked up. I started playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time, and I knew I was gonna love it. So I'm like, I want homage covers, blah blah blah. So I picked up the what's it called, the Lost Fantasy. That one, the second print, and I think they're doing a third print. And I think by the way they mentioned it, it's another. It's probably gonna be like a black and white of the Final Fantasy homage. But I picked up the 1 in 10.
I picked this up in Ottawa.
I was ordering. So the store was doing. I think for ratios, anything that wasn't DC or Marvel was $5. So if you're a Dynamite fan, all those Red Sonjas, all those things, $5 each. So anything that wasn't the big two, $5. So this was marked at $15. So it's not bad.
I believe we can arrange that, Dan. I will talk to you then. If not tonight, then tomorrow at some point, and we'll figure it out.
I picked up the Supermassive 1 in 25 by Greg Capullo for $5 as well.
Yes.
And it was an oversized book because it was oversized story. And it was $40 though for $5. Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
They did have a few of these. I only picked up the one. It is Radiant Black number 15, 125.
Nice.
They had a whole bunch, but I'm like, you know what? I'll pick like maybe one. And I saw the Supermassive one after, so I put a few back. So yeah. And I also found this, which I've been searching for a while. It's the Batman and Robin number 10, 1 in 25 by Sergio Cuna.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I love the color. I love the colors on it. You know, Damien actually kind of being a kid, stuff like that. So
there's probably not a lot of them out there either.
It actually has a very manga look to it.
Yeah, which is so fitting for someone like Damien. I picked up the 1 in 25 of the X-Men 130.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I am still searching for the original 130, but it'll come eventually. Maybe once all even more non-appearance of Taylor Swift in the movie.
Right.
So yeah, like the prices are still like pretty damn high. Like,
Is it still high? I thought there was a come down after.
I mean, it still has come down, but I mean, like to see where it's been from just when the news was really like picking up, like the price that I saw compared to like now, and even when like they come down, I'm like, oh, now they've reached like a new plateau. So,
A new floor. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I just happened to be at Comic Book Addiction, and they did have a copy. I think it was $75, and like they just happened to be talking about it. I'm like, oh my god, I should buy it now because I know they're probably gonna go grab it and reprice it. And sure enough, they did. It was like now like $125. Like, oh, so it's pretty much doubled off of speculation.
Nothing. Yeah.
And then now it sits at, I think at that same price, or maybe it's dropped down to like $95. But I'm like, God damn it. So my loss, but eventually it'll come around, I'm sure. I mean, those books are everywhere. So
That's the thing. I'm sure there'll be a dealer that's gonna look to unload that book for a cheaper price. I mean, you know.
Eventually, yeah. And I kind of wanted to give up like a little bit, like on the condition of the book. Like I was gonna take some spine tips and stuff like that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it is still the key. It's always been like a book that I figured is gonna be like, you know, like 60, 70 some dollars. So I might as well pay 90 or maybe even like 80 eventually and get a really good condition. So I'll just.
And it's not exactly a rare book either, right? So it's not like it's not a ghost.
Right.
It's just a matter of finding the right dealer with the right price.
Exactly. Yep. So it'll happen. And then yeah, just kind of some other like little few last finds. I found a speaking of Ralph Garcetti, it was a 1 in 50 for $10.
Ooh.
At the Beguiling. So yeah, nice. I couldn't turn that down. Yeah. So I don't care if Batman's got AI fingers behind there, but for $10.
Beguiling. That's in Toronto, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so $10. I was not gonna say no. And then we also found a book that I've been hunting for. It's been on like my little back end search or whatever. So the fact that I actually found it actually for a pretty decent price. I picked up Godzilla #1 by Marvel.
Is that the original or the facsimile?
Oh, it's the original. Yeah, for $60.
Nice.
Yeah. We were talking that day. He's like, Romy's like, what are you looking to find? Stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I want to find a Godzilla, but you know what? I looked online, and you know what? It's like basically like 130, 140 bucks.
Yeah, especially with that movie. What was it? I know they made so many Godzilla movies. It's the one that got critical acclaim.
Godzilla -1.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Godzilla's having a huge resurgence, stuff like that. I think they just passed their 50th anniversary, I think last year. And yeah, even like IDW was like, they're pumping out like I think 3 or 4 like ongoing titles this year. And I mean, you see them doing crossovers with like Justice League, like coming up this year, doing the one shots with Marvel and stuff like that. So he ain't going away. So you know what, to find it for $60, and I'm like, no, I'm like, it's gotta be too good to be true. So I kind of flipped through it. I'm like, oh, like there's gotta be like a stamp cutout or whatever. No, like
60 is a really good price, and from what I look, it seems like a very clean. Like I almost pulled the trigger until I realized that either the centerfold or the cover was semi-detached, and then I put it back.
Yeah. So yeah, I flipped through it, and I mean, everything seems to be there. So you know what, it's a keeper. So and I'm happy with it. There's not many. There's a few spine ticks or whatever, but probably pressable. And you know what, they're not overly color breaking. So I'm happy with it. And then just a few more. I picked up I think it's either House or Powers of X, whatever number, the Sway 1 in 50.
Oh yeah, the Hoxpox. That's dope cover.
So for $30, not bad, because I almost bought it from a dude shop, I think for $59 or something like that. So you know, to get it for $30, not bad. And then I forget what this is. I think it's an SDC exclusive. And I don't buy exclusives a lot, especially to come from the States and pay all that extra shipping. But for something like this, I kind of had to. But it's the John Tyler Christopher, the Daredevil one. And it's kind of hard to see that detail, but just like that ripple kind of effect on it. Like I saw it at a Comic-Con before it actually showed up at my doorstop. And yeah, just seeing it up close and person is like the effect is really, really like something else to see. So
yeah, I saw this in person as well at a sale. I didn't pull the trigger, but it does look really nice in person.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not even like a huge Daredevil fan, but I just saw this. I'm like, that's like something really different from an artist. So yeah, I couldn't say no to that. And then the last thing that I bought, which has been on my hunt list for a while, they came from my comic shop. So yeah, I've been looking for this forever. And it came up as like a steal of a deal that I won on auction. I think at least $60, $70 under fair market value on eBay. I finally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you were on the hunt for this for a while.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did. Me and Romy actually found it last year. At I think it was Toronto. It might have been Toronto Comic-Con.
I think it was Comic-Con or Fan Expo that you guys were mentioning it.
Yeah, it was one of the two, and he asked the deal. He's like, "Do you have this?" And I'm like, "They're not gonna have it." He goes, "Oh, I might." He's like, "It might be in one of these bins actually." And he grabbed the left one, I grabbed the right one, and he just happened to find it. I'm like, "Fuck you!" I'm like, of course. I'm like, "Of course." Yeah, a guy who's got like the most random shit. He's got like it's all like no shade, but it's all like cheesecake titty books or whatever. It's like the Taylor Swift blah 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 type
Right.
of books, all that or whatever. I'm like, he's not gonna have it. Like he doesn't know what he's talking about, whatever. And sure enough, he found it. He's like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "No, what?" I'm like, You're the lucky one. You found it. He picked it up or whatever. It's gonna be my time, and yeah, to pick it up for in a graded condition, like not too bad.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Was it Campbell that did the cover on this one?
No, it looks very Campbell, but it is Brandon Peterson, I do believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yep, that's another one crossed off the list. So now the hunt continues for.
Congrats. That is a good one to have.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I had.
All right, so let's see if I can figure out how to flip these screens here.
Oh shoot, because dude was the.
All right, yeah, he was doing the tech stuff, but I think I.
Oh, okay, nice. You have control.
There we go.
Perfect. Otherwise, I would have had to show it on the thumbnail on the side.
Yeah, right.
People would have to 10x their screen just to see what I was showing.
Yeah, we'd been squinting like a motherfucker for that one.
All right. I'm gonna leave the choice up to you guys. Slabs or raw first.
Ooh, raw
Ooh.
first. Come on.
Yeah, let's start with the raw.
Okay, so it's been a while. So this is some stuff that I purchased at where Simon knows some of the stuff that I'm gonna show because I already showed him these books when I picked them up during some of my finds at these sales recently. So
Ooh, yeah.
these ones I actually picked up during the new comic book day, not new comic book day, free comic book day weekend. Because usually during that time, shops and certain warehouses have special sales, to kind of celebrate comic book, nerdism. So let's see. So I picked this up. It's an RI 1 in 10 of Cobra Commander. Cobra, the old IDW GI Joes, those ratios. Always a good find, especially if you can find them close to or under ratio. Let's see.
Yeah, Baker says you got to get a Street Fighter poster on the wall.
Sorry? Oh, yeah.
Baker says you got to get a Street Fighter poster up there.
This one I actually picked up for Marvel.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. This was actually in the warehouse sale. They had this well under ratio, so I know they actually had a couple of these 1 in 25s, but Marvel just was looking for the Toy Story one, so this one is.
And now I'm done. Now you just got to drive it down here. I will trade you things.
And
I'm well aware. Okay, so these for the lot, it came out to probably around close to $5 per book for each of these. Remember the local comic book day variant, the shiny children?
Shiny.
Yep. The complete Venom.
Baker wants to know if the G.I. Joe was slab worthy.
I'm not sure. It actually might be. It might be.
Okay.
Don't quote me though. The complete 4-issue set of Venom Carnage Unleashed.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This is the one that usually is the money book.
Yep.
And I didn't know this, but on the back it actually had. Remember those Marvel Fleer cards?
Mm-hmm.
So it had like the Carnage card here, another Carnage card.
Oh yeah. Did they come with the book?
Oh, cool.
Someone, I guess, no, it didn't come with the book. The guy probably just put them in the back.
Put them in there. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't actually just. Yeah, so there's the other.
Nice.
Oh God.
Yeah. So there's that.
Baker
This is all from the same. This is all from the same lot. First Kid Omega.
Yeah, iconic.
Marvel. Remember our book?
Oh yeah. Dust.
First Dust.
I think. Yep.
This is a 1 in 50 Phil Noto.
Guys, that's gonna be
Nice.
that's gonna be me right now. Yep. You see the lights? That's literally right outside.
Yep. Oh shit.
Through my blinds.
Marvel's got some action going on. Go be a superhero.
First cover of Phantom X. This one took off a bit from the movie.
Yeah.
There's Ghost. fourth
And then they
print,
killed her. Oh hell yeah!
fourth print of something. Keep in mind, this is all from the same bundle. Like
That's a pretty random ass bundle.
no. So what happened was, okay. So the way the warehouse sale worked is, it was a very dicey situation. So it's like they had a bunch of long boxes. Some of them were priced, some of them weren't.
Mhm.
So all I did was I just kind of grabbed whatever books I wanted. I made a bundle, and then went to the
Oh,
cash.
okay, I got you.
And the guy just eyeballed it, and then he
Second
basically gave me like a price for it. So
Nice. Okay.
you know, so the thing is, obviously, like I kind of took books off the beaten path. Like if I was to take, like, let's say the first Darkhawk, the first Cletus Cassidy, those are dead giveaway books. But then like books like
Yeah.
these, like not everyone kind of picks up on the actual value of them, right? So they'll
Right,
just be
right.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Might
But
not think
also
of it
keep
all.
in mind, the guy that runs the warehouse knows the kind of books I grab. So even at the price that he priced it at for me, he would have probably priced it lower to another rando. Like, put it that way.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Just because he knows that I'm a bit of a digger, so I have that rep.
A what?
Yeah.
A digger.
With a D.
With a D. The 1 in 10 Kylo
Oh,
Ren.
nice. Yeah.
Again, in the bundle. This one, not in the bundle, but this was the Carnivore Comics limited to 500 copy Derek Chu variant.
yeah.
I picked this up
Yeah.
for $15.
Very good one.
Yeah, back to the bundle. Oh, whoops. Focus.
Yep, we got to focus again here.
Wait, Base, can you put that comment on the one by Baker?
Oh, yep, I see it.
Yes.
There we
You
go.
know,
Harry knows me very well, that he knows that generally when I pick up stuff, I generally am the guy that finds gold in the dollar bin. So that's why he doesn't. He basically prices accordingly. I mean, it's a fair price though. I'll give him credit though. But
Right.
I'm just saying that if it's just a random guy that was picking out books, like the alarms wouldn't.
Yeah, you would probably get a little
yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah. First, Phantom X.
Oh, yeah, nice. There you go.
Bruce Lee. Because I had a couple of issues. This is not a special book. I just had a couple of issues in this run, so I think I was missing this one.
All right.
This one is not. It's a VF copy. The only reason I picked this up was it's a newsstand, which
Oh,
is
yeah, okay.
it is a tough. This is already a key issue, but this is a tough book to find in a newsstand. So, still part of the bundle. And then this one. First,
Ooh,
wait.
nice.
This was for the longest time like $1 book, and then all of a sudden people were paying $20-$30 for it. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just.
Yeah, which is crazy. But I'm pretty sure
I know you're in the Something is Killing Children train.
Yes. Yep.
This is the FOC variant of issue number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the bundle.
Damn.
Hyper, are you still collecting Something is Killing Children, or
That's one of the few titles on my pull list, because I figured, listen, I'm already on the train at this point. Like, why stop now?
Right. I
I
agree.
messaged Best.
And also, but I'm only collecting the regular cover. I'm not going crazy with the variants and all that. I'm just going
Yeah.
cover A at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much just limit ourselves to grabbing like 1, maybe 2 covers, depending.
Yeah, because I mean, I think the magic has kind of got lost in terms of how special those ratios are. I think just because word's gone out and now everyone's been doing, like, everyone and their mother's doing a variant for that issue series, it seems like.
Yeah, pretty
Mhm.
much.
All right, so these are some other books I found in the wild, not from the warehouse sale, but this was a lunchtime find. This one's actually not an easy book to find. It's the last issue of the Gwenpool series, but it is the Jen Bartel variant.
Yeah.
So this one actually, I paid cover price for this one, but this one actually goes for close to 40, sometimes $50.
Nice.
Yeah. So this one, I am a TMNT fan and a video game fan. This one was actually included in the video game
Mini
Turtle
comic.
Smash It by Ubisoft.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find that. I don't even have that game.
picked up this hip hop cover, I think for $10.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you can't go wrong
ASAP.
with fucking pop covers.
Yeah, the ASAP Rocky homage, Sam Wilson, Captain
Mhm.
America. So a bit before, I picked up a long box locally, and I only picked up primarily for these 6 issues, which more or less makes up, I would say, 70% of the value of the long box. It's the complete Uncharted
Oh,
series.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
That, yeah, it's not in, like, I mean, if you find it in the wild and if you look for it online, people are generally asking for close to probably like 125 to 150 for the complete set.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the Uncharted set goes pretty good.
Dan, I wouldn't consider it an Ashcan because it is a
Yeah.
complete comic. Because an Ashcan, I think, is more like a preview-ish
Preview,
comic.
yeah.
But this is an actual. It's more like a prequel comic to the game. So I
Right.
wouldn't really classify it as an Ashcan.
That's usually what they did with mini comics that came to the game. They're either
Yeah,
something
it's-
that's reprinted something
yeah, it's like
that
a
existed
promotional.
or a prequel to the game.
Exactly. Okay, so
You not.
this I haven't started season 2 yet, but my shop had this for 40% off US cover price. I picked up the trade paperback of The Last of Us American Dreams.
Oh, I heard a lot of people fell off with season 2. I have not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of I guess wokeism or something, and a lot of yeah, I'm hearing some controversial takes being done on the show.
Nah.
So
Well,
I'm
kinda
still gonna
cool.
watch it.
You know what's kind of crazy is that I didn't even know that the season ended because there were no spoilers. Like you know how people talk like, oh my god, the season finale, and then like I saw on like scrolling through Twitter like on like a Tuesday, it's like blah blah blah, Last of Us season 2 has ended. I'm like, it did? I'm like, no one's talking about it.
Well, I guess there was really nothing to spoil, right? Because it's pretty much the same as the game.
Well,
Well,
no, but here's the thing though. If you remember the first season, a lot of people were giving it a lot of high praise, myself included, because I thought the season was done almost masterfully. The second season was almost getting attention for all the wrong reasons, and yeah, Face, like you mentioned, I don't think a lot of people stuck around for the full season finale. So
Huh.
it seems like
well.
sorry.
Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, fuck.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Pedro fatigue. I think it's to be honest, I'm hearing a lot of hate more towards the actress that played Ellie. She's been getting the brunt. Which honestly, I don't know if you've seen some of the memes where they've transposed her face on some of these things. Listen.
So bad. That's a kid. Y'all are
exactly. That's my point. Like I don't know how old she is, but I'm pretty sure she's still a teen or a kid. So the fact that she's getting that much internet hate, people can be pretty cruel.
Didn't they also do the same thing to Millie Bobby Brown?
For
Probably.
what? Stranger Things?
Yeah,
Probably.
just like her and stuff like that.
I didn't realize. I wasn't even aware that she got the same amount of hate. But like,
I don't know.
I'd be looking at my timeline and I'm like, geez, these people are pretty vicious. Like they put her on like a baked potato on Kevin James from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then-
I mean, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure I'll check it out at some point. I don't think that any of that shit will really bother me. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck one way or another about the political bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's not so much a political thing. It's more of well, the whole identification, like how you identify yourself, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of a lot of interviews that she did outside the show that basically got them some negative spotlight. That's
I gotcha.
It's the internet being the internet.
Yeah, I'll check it out at some point anyway. Fuck it.
So I know Dan, if he's still in the chat, he's gonna appreciate this.
Oh wow, I need that very badly, actually.
So it is a low grade. It is a low grade, but for the price I paid, I think I couldn't. This is actually the lowest I found, even when you consider online sales. So just to have this in the collection, and I did do a funny. I made like a funny post on IG where I basically said, for all my Star Wars fans, this is for you. And yeah,
Yeah, I saw that post actually. I remember that. Okay, go ahead and make me jealous. What'd you get it for?
Sorry.
Go ahead and make me jealous. What'd you get it for?
I paid 75 Canadian, so I guess in American that would be that would
God,
be
I would have
60ish.
grabbed that motherfucker instantly. Yeah.
That would be 60ish. You know what the funny thing is? I saw it in the bin and then I passed on it. And then I looked at because I was on the fence and then I'm like, maybe I'll just hold out for a better looking copy. But then after I saw the price of going for shittier copies than what I saw, I'm like, you know what? For what they're asking for, this is not a bad deal. So then it went back the following day and I grabbed it.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I would have definitely grabbed it instantly.
Yep. So okay, I'm gonna do slabs, and then there's some non-comic stuff that I want to show off, somewhat tied into comics, but
Okay.
we'll get into
Okay.
slabs. Now, keep in mind, some of them
Sure.
have the price sticker on them. I did not pay the sticker price. That's why I'm showing the sticker price because they are nowhere near the sticker price that I paid for. All right.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. So you guys remember the 175 Adi Granov Uncanny Avengers?
Oh yeah.
The only issue with this one is that the slab is cracked, but despite the fact that the slab is cracked, what I paid for this one is still under what the raw copy goes for. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Shit.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. If you're getting it less than the raw copy goes for shit.
this is my third copy of this book, but first time
Oh
slab.
wow. Yeah, that's dope.
Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Underrated book. Ooh, shit.
Oh, nice.
The Todd McFarlane variant. This is a hard book to find in high grade. You'll see plenty of copies sold, but usually they're VF copies. Anything in the 9.6, 9.8, like a 9.8, I think goes for like close to $1,000. I paid. So funny thing is, I paid $75 for this book in a claim sale, and the person that I beat out by a few seconds was Black Ground Comics. So
I love you to add that just that little spice, you know.
Right.
But he did get me back afterwards because he ended up claiming a TMNT book just before I could. So
Ooh. Revenge.
so he got his.
Revenge
Yeah.
of the Nerds.
Yeah, Baker said 9.8s go for 800, so that's equivalent to over 1,000 Canadian for us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's $75 well spent on a 9.6.
Right? No doubt.
So I already have
Fucking
this
steal.
book raw, and I actually have this book signed by Arthur Sudium at Terrificon, and this is my second copy, but first time in a 9.8.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
First Lady Deadpool.
Good cover, yeah.
The fact that it's a wraparound, it looks good in a
Mhm.
slab. And this is actually an homage to the movie Trainspotting. If you haven't seen that movie Trainspotting, it's a pretty messed up movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is that scene with the baby, yeah, nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool, Dan. Hell yeah. Takai and Shatner to sign as Star Trek.
You know what
1.
the funny thing is? William Shatner is coming to Montreal Comic Con in July, so I'm actually debating getting that book signed by Shatner.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go for it. You should do it, man.
How much do you think his signature is?
I don't know. So the thing is, they didn't release a price
Oh,
yet,
yeah,
but I
that's a good
tried. So what I did was I googled what does Shatner, like I just did a simple Google search. What does Shatner charge for his signature? And
Mhm.
the answer I'm getting is roughly $200.
That's
For a
not too
sig.
bad.
So then what I did was I looked up, okay, $200. Let me see what signature series generally fetch for. Not that I'm going to sell it, but I just want to see if there's a certain value to a signature just from an aftermarket. So it looks like I did. There isn't actually many sales in the last 60 days. I think I saw like a
probably
4 of that Star Trek book with the Shatner signature. I think it was selling for $600 or $700. So.
Ooh. That'd be tempting.
All right, this one I also got at a claim sale. This is remember
Right.
Aaron Bartling, the guy that got his got on the map
Yeah.
for that last Ronin. So I picked up another Bartling cover. This one's actually not much value to it, but it's a pretty bad. It's a villains variant. It's a
Oh,
foil
that's dope,
of
yeah.
TMNT black, white, and green with the Bartling signature.
No.
Oh, nice.
I think I paid $75 for this slab.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And the thing is, it has a classic villains, not like not like the new age TMNT villains it actually has, like, Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder,
Yeah, the OGs.
yeah, the OG villains. So
It's funny you say that. Do you remember those, like, the best of TMNT, and like, remember they did like the four
They're
turtles?
still going.
They're still going, and the character that's on there now, I think it's a female villain. I don't even know who the fuck it is. I'm like,
Jenica?
No, it's not Jenica. No, it's like a female villain.
Really?
I'm like, I'll try to send it to you, but I'm like, I don't even.
Okay.
I'm like, you're really like scraping the bottom of the barrel. I feel like just
Yeah,
Yeah.
they rarely are. Like there was like a Ray Fillet one and shit. I mean, like
they had one for the Mr. Nobody.
yeah, I mean they're really stretching as far as they can go with it.
Yeah, and idiots like me are gonna keep scooping it up because we're completionists, unfortunately.
I know. I do. I keep contributing to this shit. But,
Yeah, we're the ones that are enabling this problem.
right?
It's Rennet that I'm talking about. Is that anybody significant?
Sorry.
The character they're doing now is Rennet.
Yeah, she was like that time
Yeah,
traveler. You
Renette.
mean the one with like the she had like a headpiece? Yeah.
Mhm.
She was
Yeah.
she was
Doesn't look
introduced in the
significant.
Mirage run. Yeah. See, the fact that they're going like those are
That
pretty
deep.
deep cut characters at this point.
The archives,
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I'm sure. I think they've already done Fugitoid, and they're doing like Mondo Gecko. Like they have a lot of.
They did Mondo Gecko.
Yeah,
they did Mondo Gecko.
They did Mondo Gecko, so they have a lot of characters that they're gonna start pulling from.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, Morbius.
Morbius first. Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
Sorry.
Wait, is that
All right.
the first print? That's obviously first print, right? That's obviously the first print, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for a 4 or 5 if it's the silver from the 90s.
Yeah, right. I half-assed want to rewatch the movie to see if it's as bad as, because I happened to rewatch Madam Web, and it was fucking every bit as atrocious as I remembered from the first
So
time.
I didn't see Morbius, but I did see Craven. It was-
Oh
I think it was-
god, that fucking
Oh my
steamy.
God.
mush.
it was on Amazon. So the thing is, here's the thing.
Listen,
this
if
is my-
Craven had been anything but a Spider-Man movie, it would have been okay.
That was exactly my point. See, if that movie was just a straight up like popcorn action flick, I could
Right,
take it as
exactly. Not
The
Craven.
fact
Cool.
this. Yeah, it's tied to Craven the Last
Mhm.
Hunter. It almost it actually brings down the movie. I
Yep,
find
exactly.
The
Exactly.
only thing that it had going for it was that it was so R-rated that I'm like, okay, thank God there's like blood and gore and like brutal stabbings and like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, fuck, like there's still no redeeming qualities of the movie. But, like, holy shit, it's like at least that was a little bit of something. Because otherwise, I'm like, man, this movie is fucking bad.
Yeah, like you said, it was like a popcorn action flick, whatever, generic action flick or whatever, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Tie it to Spider-Man like that, you tie it to Craven, and it's just it loses it because it was just like, no, this is not the character at all.
One more slab I want to show, and I think Dan is still in the chat. This one took a while for me to get to the new location because this actually got in transit at my old address. So I actually had to coordinate a pickup with the new owner of my old address to get this slab, and now it's where it belongs. This one is the slab I want for free at Black Crown Comics giveaway channel.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
And this was courtesy of Mr. Dan De La Torre. It's
That
an
is
EGS
dope.
75 of Incredible Hulk 122. Anytime you see Hulk and Thing in those Bronze Age battle covers, they generally are very sought after. And it is a very clean copy. And,
yeah, look at those colors. Like that shit pops.
yeah, I do like the custom colorways. And I mentioned this in my post. This, because I did have a previous EGS slab a few years ago, I think when they were just starting out. This slab is a lot more thicker and sturdy, and it just feels more of a quality build to it. So it definitely is an upgrade in terms of how EGS has done their slab. So thank you, Dan, for that awesome giveaway and for being a true pillar in the community. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show some non-comic stuff in light of what's happening next Thursday. Marvel knows exactly what's happening next Thursday. Hold on, give me
What
one
do we
second.
What is happening next Thursday, Marvel? Do I want to know?
Well,
Or is it a surprise?
A lot of lanes are going to be lining up, and it ain't the new Pokemon set, but it is something that they're going to be out there in the parking lots fighting for, I bet, possibly.
Ooh, got me intrigued.
Mm.
Got me intrigued. What am I not thinking of?
It's not like a comic. It's like nerdy adjacent.
Yeah. So, next week, Thursday, June 5th, which I actually took a day off of work, is going to be the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2. I was one of those.
Okay.
I was one of those fools that a month ago, when the pre-order went up, I basically stayed up at midnight in my bed, waiting for the Walmart drop. Every time I put that sumbitch in my cart, it kept getting sold out. The one time it actually went through, my transaction got denied because my bank thought some rando at midnight is trying to charge $800 to my credit card. That rando was me. So the one time I actually got the transaction through, it got canceled, and then basically tried to do the rinse and repeat. Long story short, never got the pre-order. Following day, tried Best Buy, Staples, Costco, GameStop, online. I was put in queue, all sold out.
Yeah.
So, what's that?
I didn't know it went this deep. Like they had
dude, websites were crashing, and it was a complete show. And look, it was actually worse in Japan. It was worse in Japan because in Japan apparently they had pre-order requests in the millions, and there's no way they anticipated that much. So a lot of people were left out in the cold. Anyways, it's a good thing I live in a large metropolitan city because I somehow called my local GameStop that was like 15 minutes from my place. And then, you could just come to the store and just pre-order a unit. I'm like, I'm going to be only coming after work. He said, yeah, don't worry. We'll still have. But yeah, sure enough, when I went in, there was only 2 other guys in front of me, and I was able to pre-order my Switch. So I didn't even have to go through the whole exercise of going through the whole online.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I do have one. But having said that, you guys know the whole situation, with comic books allocations. I'm using allocations in quote.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not taking any chances. Even though I do have a receipt with the pre-order, I am still going there in the morning just to make sure that my unit doesn't get sold off to somebody else.
Right.
But anyways, in light of that, I did pick up. So I did some wheeling and dealing because I wanted to do some flips just to kind of decrease the margin of, because it is a pretty expensive console. But in the process, I ended up picking up these books games on the cheap for my collection. Because it is backwards compatible, Splatoon 3.
Oh, okay.
Bowser Fury.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any Mario shit.
Yeah, and these I paid well under, because the thing about Switch games, if you guys don't know, they always, especially the first party titles, they always retain their value. Like even like Zelda Breath of the Wild, a game that's been released in 2018, still is like a $60 game at this point. Because unlike Sony and Microsoft, Nintendo barely ever lowers their prices. All right, Wonder. Simon, I think this tickles your fancy.
Right.
And then this is an out of print one.
What is that? Astral Chain?
Astral Chain. It's the same people that made Bayonetta.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that the one you and Pacino were talking about? And you actually, really enjoyed it?
Yeah. Oh, wait. No. The one that, the Pacino game that he's talking about, that's called Expedition 33. That was a PS5 game. That was from some developers in France that made a game that was a hit, and now it's sold out everywhere in the States as well. Metroid Dread. This is a tough game. If you guys have played classic Metroid games, Metroid is generally a tough game as a side scroller.
I haven't played that one, but the classic games were a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's very much the classic 2D. And then This one I had to pick up. It has the classic collection like Street Fighter Alpha 3,
Oh, nice,
Marvel
yeah.
versus SNK, SNK 2. So yeah, these are some of the stuff that but okay, so I'm gonna save the last pickup. This one
Advertisement up here real quick.
still
He's
looking
still
for
looking for that 98136.
156. Is that I know there's a variant for that one, right?
I do not know. Baker would be the authority.
Okay. So this is the last
Well,
pickup.
this
This I'm a TMNT fan. This is something that I've been on that's been on my wish list. I could never find this in the wild because this was an online exclusive, like a shop exclusive, like an online shop exclusive. It wasn't actually distributed in stores. It is an action figure related set.
Oh boy.
So I'm just gonna show it. And I actually picked this up at a discount during free comic book day at my LCS because they had a discount on this. And I was told that this just came in, so I actually picked it up just as it was getting stocked.
Oh, nice. Good timing. Oh, is that from the movie?
Yep, Tokar and Razor.
Nice. I didn't even know they made fucking figures like those.
Yeah, because you won't find this in the wild because this is, like I said, this was only released as an online exclusive from the NECA shop.
No shit.
It's complete in the box, still brand new.
Yeah, that's
So-
dope. Yeah, there's some good figures too. They look
Yeah,
really
because I
nice.
do have Shredder from the movie, which I did get signed by the actual actor who played Shredder at London Comic Con. I took a picture of him and had it signed. That
Wait.
I-
Are you talking about regular Shredder or Super Shredder?
no, regular Shredder, not Kevin Nash Shredder.
Oh man, you got to get the Kevin Nash Super Shredder now.
Actually I don't have that figure, but the figure I have is a regular Shredder. I do have one of the foot soldiers, and I have a Splinter, a Casey Jones, and the 4 TMNT, obviously.
Damn, there you go. All right.
This is the one that I'm missing. The ones that I still want to get is oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the guy. The pizza delivery guy from part 2. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I know. I forget what his name is.
Yeah.
but I know. who you're
I actually
talking
met the actor. A pretty cool dude. But yeah, I know that was like a Comic Con exclusive, so I want to get that one. I don't know about I know that they're selling the April O'Neil one, but I'm not really a fan of the TMNT movie version of April O'Neil.
about. Right.
It
I
doesn't.
gotcha.
If anything, I'd only do that just to complete the movie set. But yeah.
Yeah.
So no, but honestly, happy because like I said, this was all. And the thing is, every time I see it online, it's over 200 something bucks asking. So I got this well under that. So I was just happy to find this set. And it is a big when you put them side by side next to the turtles, they are a lot more bigger in terms of size. I mean, as they should be,
Right.
because in the movies they are taller. So,
Hell yeah.
and that's my haul.
That's all she
Alright.
wrote. Dang.
Right. Well, that was a long one. I mean, we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. So obviously, we thank you guys for sticking with us and enjoying the hauls. And of course, it was nice to get Hyper back here. Dude had to run out. He was needed by the wife also. So of course, he had to jump out. So he wanted me to let you guys know. He said to have a great night and everything like that. And let's see, what else do we got? Dan, I'm gonna get with you, and we'll see if we can do something for next Friday because I know we've got some more stuff that we'll be able to show off. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we might be able to put something together for sure. And Hyper, where can they find you next? Do you got anything lined up?
So I kind of alluded to this. Well, I think BC almost alluded to this in his show last week. I'm thinking of doing some I guess you call it restructuring on my channel in terms of what kind of content I want to put out there. Because I'm not going to be just, put it this way, it won't just be a comics exclusive.
Okay.
Considering I have other interests besides comics, i.e. some of the stuff that you probably have seen on my haul right now. So I may kind of do like a hybrid of comics / game / pop culture. So it's something that's kind of been rattling in my head. And considering that the Switch 2 is coming out, and I do want to get some first impressions on it, there
Get some
might
video
be
game
some.
reviews.
Sorry.
Get some video game reviews going on.
Yeah. There might be some because obviously I think there's going to be a lot of Switch 2 content on the internet once people get their hands on it because there's also been a lot of negative backlash towards Nintendo. You guys could Google it and you'll see. I don't
No
think
doubt.
you'll have a hard time finding them. Going all the way from the prices and just what the system has. But yeah, so I might start delving into that because I just find it is a hot topic. So and it is a current topic. So. Yeah, but you guys will probably definitely get some heads up once I figure out what it is that I'm actually going to be putting out there. Other than that, right now I'm trying to post a bit more consistently on IG. It is getting a bit tougher just because things have gotten a bit busy and I'm not able to post as much as I want to. But yeah, IG is also the other place that I'd probably be posting stuff.
Nice.
And as we get more organized here in our new place, you should be seeing more of us putting together some more shows, some more hauls, and everything like that. We got a new store we're able to get from, so we should have some more content for you soon.
Nice.
But,
Yeah, it's definitely been long overdue since I hung out with you guys. So
yeah, right. Exactly. All right, that's the show we got for you guys tonight. So we will we'll see you next time.
yeah,
Later,
appreciate
guys.
the chat also for sure.
Hell yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold up. Hyper.
What's up?
You got to hit him with it.
Oh wow, yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a minute.
Okay, let me think of something.
I know, right?
Oh, okay, you know what? In the climates that we're in right now, listen. If the tariffs have got you down and you can't seem to import comics from your local shops, then you could always visit your local library.
There you go. Hyper Combo Comics PSA. Later, guys. Oh shit, wrong. If it does it, doesn't want to cooperate.